We are here to do BHD story time. I'm gonna tell you guys the stories of when I've accidentally went on a date with a dude. Terrible stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It be flu flamming. Horrible, horrible stuff. What it is, my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Welcome into the live. You know what I'm saying? We tend to host this gala affair and usually at least 5 times a week. You know what I'm saying? We be going for 7. You know what I'm saying? But some days will be missed as per Scary Gaming. You know what I'm saying? What it is, guys. All right, so make sure to like this mug up. You know what I'm saying? Also, make sure to type a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear everything I'm saying. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys can't hear what I'm saying and the audio needs some tweaking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? What's up, Sal? What's up, yo? Hey, what's up? Oh man. Yeah, this was bad. This is bad. All right, so look, so what had happened was, yo. So what had happened was, I was um I was out hanging out with some friends and whatnot. Yeah, I'm saying we all decided to go to the club. Yeah, I'm saying the Cliz up. You guys have been to the Hootenanny. You know what I'm saying? The Huckleback, the Get Down. We gonna edit most of those out. You know what I'm saying? So, man, what's up, Jacob? What's up, William Welch? Oh man, so look, man, so look. So I was going to the club with a whole bunch of the homies, you know what I'm saying? We go to the club, you know what I'm saying, and there's women everywhere and whatnot. Now we had went with one of my homegirls. Her name is Kalisha. You know what I'm saying? She's this light-skinned chick. You know what I'm saying? She's real good looking and whatnot, real attractive, really great personalities on that girl. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, we get up in the club, right? We pass by the bouncer, get up in there. Yeah, I'm scanning completely scotch free, scotch tape, all that good stuff. We get up in there, and the music is good, the ambiance is great. You know what I'm saying? They've got everybody dancing in like unison and whatnot. It was a great freaking vibe. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, oh boy. So I'm trying to dance with the girl Kalisha, right? The really attractive chick. And my homeboy, for some reason, every time I'm dancing with her, this dude, he keeps trying to dance on the side of me. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Swatting him away and whatnot. And the homeboy just, and then Kalisha, she walks to the other side and starts, dancing with other people. And he keeps trying to dance with me. You know what I'm saying? I just ended up getting out of there. You know what I'm saying? The girl, Kalisha, she was like giving me vibes that she really liked me and whatnot. That she was attracted to your boy. But, you know what I mean? The vibes from the dude was too dadgum weird. You know what I'm saying? So that's that story. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting out of there and stopping hanging out with the guy. I actually can't mention his name because he's famous now. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 years ago, he started doing content, and like he's real big now. He's got like millions of subscribers over on not gonna say his platform, just in case you guys super chat 20 and I have to say his name. You know what I'm saying? If you guys super chat 20, I will tell you his name, but it's a secret. You know what I'm saying? We can't tell anyone other than you guys. You know what I'm saying? I trust all of y'all, not other places. But another time I accidentally went on a date with a dude. These are embarrassing. These are embarrassing, guys. Give me a couple of seconds. You know what I'm saying? These stories are super duper embarrassing. Yo, what time is it where you guys are at? You know what I'm saying? What time is it in you guys' time zone? Make sure to like this mug up. You know what I'm saying? So they keep pushing these mugs. Yo, what's up? What's up, Suriname? What's up, Michelle Anderson? Hey. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you broke your wrist. You know what I'm saying? Yo, thank you. You seem very nice as well. Hey, what's up, Medi? Yo, how did you break your wrist, unfortunately? Broke your wrist. That sucks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, so type a 7 in the chat if you guys can hear all the music in the back. You guys can hear the sneaky snitch in the background. You know what I'm saying? And it's at a good level. Not too low, not too high. You know what I'm saying? You can play one of my songs. Gang Gang, that is a super chat request. You know what I'm saying? For 50 in super chat, either directly through the chat, you know what I'm saying? Or directly to my tip jar, and I will check your music out. You know what I'm saying? It's a super chat request. We're going to turn on the light over here. Get it out. There we go. And we are back. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so what you guys getting into today? You know what I'm saying? What you guys up to? What you guys eat for breakfast? You know what I'm saying? Now, I've got some more stories, unfortunately, of myself being trapped. Yo, so type of 1 in the chat if you've ever accidentally been on a date with a dude and you didn't know that it was a date until it happened. Type of 2 in the chat if you've never accidentally went out with a dude and didn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? So what ended up happening was, I was kicking it on a completely different day. I was kicking it over at my home girl's GameStop, and the GameStop is called, it's the GameStop over on Maryland Parkway. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I get to the GameStop. I'm kicking it with a whole bunch of people and whatnot. We're all hanging out. And, we're all wrestling because we all did some sort of martial arts at the time, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, all that good stuff. And at a certain point, one of the dudes, he's like, yo, Maurice, you should come with me up to the Vons. I am about to go get groceries for my house, and you should roll with your boy. You know what I'm saying? And we've been having such a good friend. Now, type of 1 in the chat if you would have went, you know what I'm saying, to be a good friend. Type of 2 in the chat if you would have been like, nah, this is probably boring up at GameStop, nah. So 1s and 2s. 1 if you would have went. 2 if you would have just stayed with the homies. You know what I'm saying? Understandable. So let's see. Yo, that's good that you guys would have rolled and helped your homie out. You know what I'm saying? That's always good. So let me see. Ooh. Yo, do any of you guys listen to Blueface Bleed'em? You know what I'm saying? I enjoy his music. My favorite song from Blueface is that one song where he talks about the sluts and the prostitute females. All right, so now at this point in time, you know what I'm saying, I end up, you know what I'm saying? So once we reach our first super chat milestone, type of 10 in the chat if you want me to start using my nunchucks while I tell the story. You know what I'm saying? Type of 2 in the chat if once we reach our first super chat milestone, you guys want me to do some prank calls. You know what I'm saying? So type of 10 in the chat if you guys want me to use my nunchucks while telling stories. Once we reach the first super chat milestone, type of 20 in the chat if you guys want me to start doing prank calls once we reach the first super chat milestone. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying, I decided to be a good friend and help the homie out. I'm like, all right, cool. I got your back, Brody. We gonna go to the store. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, let's go to Vons. It's like right next door. It's not too far away. It's going to be cool. You know what I'm saying? We'll all keep conversating. So we go up to the Vons. We get inside of Vons. You know what I'm saying? He gets a shopping cart and we're walking around, you know what I mean? And we're talking as we're shopping. You know what I'm saying? And while we're walking and we're talking, about 15 minutes into the conversation, you know what I'm saying? He says to me, he's like, yo, you know what? Matter of fact, we should go back to my crib and work out. You know what I'm saying? We should go back to my crib and work out. And I cook you dinner and all that stuff. And I was like, and BlastphamousHD enjoys a good workout. You know what I'm saying? But when a dude tells me he's trying to go work out at his crib because he's trying to make me dinner, that sounds a little bit weird. You know You know what I'm saying? Type a 1 in the chat if him making me dinner and us working out, it wasn't weird and it wasn't nasty and he was just wanted to work out and make me dinner as friends. Type a 2 in the chat if he was trying to do nasty things. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real with your boy. We listen, we don't judge. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you guys have any questions, you know what I'm saying? Super chat them through. You know what I'm saying? And we'll ask them mugs live. You know what I'm saying? If you have anything you want to say to me, you super chat it through. I will see and or read the message. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I ain't been working out for the past couple of days. So every dollar that's super chatted through is a push up. You know what I'm saying? Every dollar that's super chatted through, the link that's pinned in the comment section up above and or so below is 2 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Oh God. Every 5 in super chat is a pull-up. Oh boy. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Dude was asking me like, yo, we gotta, you know what I mean? We gotta go to my house and work out and lift weights and cook you dinner and work out. And it's not nasty. It's not dirty stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you guys will notice, I am now only streaming from one phone instead of streaming from 2 phones. You know what I'm saying? One of you guys, like I was talking to Chat GPT and they were like, you know what I'm saying? It makes the engagement better even though we're not married for the story times. Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, homie literally said to me, he's like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool, you know, we're going to be, you know, working out and hanging out and cooking your dinner. Yo, hey, somebody. Hey, Lazy Bloxy. Hey, what's up? That's what's up. Yo, appreciate you for the compliment, Lazy Bloxy. You know what I'm saying? Stay up. Appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Is that a Broly on your shirt? It is. You know what I'm saying? Type a 1 in the chat if you guys enjoy anime. Type a 2 in the chat if you do not enjoy anime. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Hey, what's up, Z-Belly? What's up, Solo Dolo? You know what I'm saying? What's good, Chris Clark? What's good, Joshua? What's good, Mr. Taco Bell? Yeah. Yep, no way, man. It was super duper embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Super duper embarrassing, man. Terrible stuff. Horrible stuff. Horrible stuff. It gets worse. It gets worse, man. It gets worse. You know what I'm saying? Yo, once we reach 30 in Super Chat, I'll tell you guys the secret, insanely embarrassing ending. Embarrassing ending. And it's not good. It's not good. It's just not good. But on one night, this other night, it was good. I was at the club, you know what I'm saying, with this entire group of females. You know what I'm saying? They weren't super duper bad chicks, but they were super duper cool chicks. You know what I'm saying? So we at the club, you know what I'm saying? We at the freak back to get down, to huckle up. You know what I'm saying? And it was a vibe. They was playing good 90s music and stuff, like, this is how we do, like that type of stuff. So we was up in there and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Like I was dancing with this one chick that I had came there with, you know what I'm saying? And me and her, we was dancing and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? She's like bootying me down and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like she was bent over and stuff. I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that was going down. And then baby girl at one point, like she bends back and like leans back into my ear and says to me ever so gently, she's like, yo, if you keep dancing with me like this, we're gonna have to go back to my house and do stuff. And this was magic to my ears, you know what I'm saying? I was like, word? Hell yeah, we can go back to your house and do stuff, bitch. Like, let's pack all of this up, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it all together and get to your house now, to her house immediately. And then she's like, but like, you gotta wait till marriage because like, you know, I already got 11 kids by 8 different dudes. So like you gotta wait till marriage before we do dirty stuff. But like we should be together and date and be in love and you pay my bills and rent and buy food for all of my 19 other children. And that's what I want to do. And I'm like, motherfucker, what? Like, type of 1 in the chat if this sounded like a really bad deal. You know what I'm saying? Type of 2 in the chat if this sounded wonderful. You know what I'm saying? We got ourselves a brand new girlfriend. We just have to never smash and then pay all of her bills. You know, this is exactly what we wanted. Yay, chat. There's nothing better than paying $400 for an expensive dinner only to drive a chick back to her home for her to smash one of her baby's fathers. I'll tell you, it's not, it's not what I like, and so since she tells me, she's like, yo, since this was the deal she was trying to give to me, which I saw as a raw deal, I didn't think it was a good deal. You know what I'm saying? 1's in the chat if it is a terrible deal. 2 in the chat if it's a great deal. You know what I'm saying? You get someone to spend all your time with, never doing dirty stuff. You get to do beautiful things like Eskimo kisses. You know what I'm saying? Holding hands while skipping through a burning poppy field. Like all of that stuff. You get to ride on a burning bus full of prepubescent small people. You know what I'm saying? It's a great thing. No one wants that? I can't, see, Alan thinks that's a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, low-key, a great idea. Oh boy. Well, you know what? Teach his own, there's nothing wrong with that. It's Eskimo kisses can be, I've never had Eskimo kisses, but I've seen it in cartoons and it usually went good. So, baby girl literally tells me at some point, let me read some of you guys' comments real quick. You know what I'm saying? How did I end up in that situation? Well, I was being nice. Homie was like, we were all at the GameStop, and homie was like, yo, can you go with me to the grocery store to get some groceries and keep talking because I'm bored? And I was like, sure. And we get there, and homie asked me to cook me dinner. Once we were, cause we were walking through the aisle at the Vons. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, 15 minutes into our conversation, I realized number one, he'd asked me to work out with him, which is normal, but then he asked me to go to dinner with him. You know what I'm saying? Which ain't normal. It's not. It's weird. It's not funny it's funny weird. You know what I'm saying? It's just damn not normal. So I was like, if I go to this dude's house to eat dinner, he's gonna think something weird. So you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, it gets worse than that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We unlock the secret ending once we reach the first super chat milestone, which is 50 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? Once we reach 50 in super chat, we will unlock that ending, and it's a secret because it's freaking embarrassingly nasty. You know what I'm saying? It's embarrassing, So yo, type a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to tell you guys the story of when I was at the club and a dude tackled me and tried to kiss me in the mouth. Type a 1 in the chat if once we reach the first super chat milestone, which is 50 in super chat, you guys want to hear that story. Type a 2 in the chat if once we reach the first super chat milestone, which is 50 in super chat, you guys want to hear the story of when I was skating at the skating rink with some friends and a dude literally grabbed me. And I had to assault him for it. I had to assault him. He had to be beaten. Yo, W's in the chat to Alan Spider. W's secret ending. You know what I'm saying? How much we at? Counting, if we tally up what you just sent. Hold on now. Because you got a calculator on this. And, okay, let's carry to 6. We're at 2 in Super Chat, including your 2 that you just sent. So 2 in Super Chat total. So once we reach 48 more in Super Chat, we will immediately be unlocking the secret ending to the extremely and unfortunately zesty story time where I was verbally assaulted sexually in a dirty way. Verbally assaulted in a dirty way. You know what I mean? Plus, one of the stories that you guys choose. And Super Chatters get precedence over what story that we you know what I'm saying, what story we tell. So for every dollar in Super Chat, that's an extra vote that you have for the entirety of the stream. On God. You know what I'm saying? So Island Spiders, you have 3 votes. Your name counts for 3 votes. All right, so guys, 1s and 2s. 1, if you guys want to hear the story about how a guy Goldberg tackled me in the club, the Cosmopolitan out here in Vegas, and tried to kiss me in the mouth. Almost succeeded. He kissed me on a part of my face. Somehow I didn't go back to prison that night. You know what I'm saying? Because Lord knows if he would have stuck around, if he would not have run and let out the scream that he let out, I'd have went back to jail. You know, we wouldn't have took him out the game, but we would have put his ass to the sidelines on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We would have benched this nigga. He would have been on the bench. But yo, with that being said, shout out to Alan Spider Kips. You know what I'm saying? Alan Spider Kips, where you from, homie? All right. So Alan's name counts for 2 extra votes since he super chatted 2 during this stream so far. That means that, let's see, he wants to hear number 1, and it looks like it's number 1. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying, number 1, type of number 1 if you guys want to hear the story of, oh crap, that's 2 push-ups. I ain't mad at it. I will do all the push-ups at the end of today's stream. Now, all of the super chatted push-ups at the end of today's stream, they tally it up in the corner. You know what I'm saying? So we know exactly. So I know exactly where we're at. Hopefully you guys know as well. We were at 1.99 in super chat, but I counted as 2. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm at the club. You know what I'm saying? With the females. And baby girl looks back and tells me, no, man, if you want to get with me, you gotta pay my bills, pay my telephone bills, blah, 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 bills, blah, 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 bills. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even seen what the inside of her looks like. Like her feelings and her personality and stuff. That's what I mean by insides. You know, like her motivations in life. And if she's a positive person and not if other stuff, you know, but also, so yeah, so we like, you know what I'm saying? So when she say that to me, I'm just like, I don't want that. That's not a good relationship in my book. You know what I'm saying? To each their own. It's not a good relationship to me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna go ahead and have to take my lap and place it on your other friend's lap. So I started to dance with her female friend, you know what I'm saying? Her female friend starts bootying me down and stuff, and we dancing at the club and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It was a way better dancing situation. So while I'm dancing with the friend, you know what I'm saying? While I'm dancing with the friend, she, you know, I just keep dancing with the friend the whole night. So a little bit later on, you know what I'm saying? We go to get inside the car, and I can't tell you this part. This part's bad. That part's bad. We gonna skip that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that part is distinctive. So then fast forward like 3 days later, and you know, my female friend, the new chick, you know what I'm saying, and we ended up kicking it because we went back to her crib, and we had like, she made 3-layer dip, You know what I'm saying? She cooked food real good. You know what I'm saying? We played Mortal Kombat together. We watched True Blood on HBO together. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was a legitimate Netflix and chill. Not because of other stuff, but because it was a cool vibe. And she wasn't like, she didn't keep trying to tell me to be married to her before we could hang out and watch Netflix and stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying? She ain't put all that bull crap that her friend used to put on me. So, what makes it okay? Okay, so we can, super chatters, let me know if you guys want me to finish that story. You know what I'm saying? So type of one in the chat if you guys want me to tell the story of when a dude tried to kiss me in the face and I almost had to go to jail. I don't know how, but I don't know why he ran. Type of two in the chat if you guys want to hear the story of one day I was skating at the skating rink and a dude literally grabbed me in that way, and I tried to send him upstairs, to meet his maker. I decided that, you know what, we are going to set up a meetup for this nigga and take him straight upstairs to see him. Yep, but we only hit him once, we only hit him one time. We didn't keep beating him. You guys want to hear number one? All right, deal. You know what I'm saying? What it is, Zenros. What it is, it's Shadow Bro. What's up, New the Trance? What's up, Tile? What's up, it's Adore Black. What's up, Pretty Angelina? What it is, Bacha? What it is, Yuri Hallen? Yo, what's up? It's a very bold move. I don't understand. But at the same time, I feel for the dudes that are into dudes, it sucks. I feel like it must really be hard being into dudes, because every time you hit on someone you like, you're risking your life. You're risking it all. And at least when you hit on ladies, what I'm saying, the worst we get is told, I got a boyfriend, get away from me, or pay my rent or something like that. You know what I mean? But I feel like dudes hitting on other dudes, they get told stuff like, yo, run far, run, Scar, and never return. Run. Because I've given that speech to a couple dudes. You know what I'm saying? And luckily enough, they obliged. They was like, you right. Well, they just run, honestly, screaming usually. Well, that's what the dude that tried to kiss me got, bro. And that's what he did, you know what I'm saying? But I'll go into extreme detail, you know what I mean, once we reach the super chat milestone. Shit, bro. And his run, it was something really satiating about the way he ran, where I was like, oh, okay, I don't need to kill him. Okay, there's no reason to go back to jail. All right. Yo, W's in the chat to Cud Lottie. Thank you for the 2-inch super chat, Brody. Yo, bruh, understandable. Appreciate the compliment. You know what I mean? For real. Yo, what outfit was he running? He was dressed goth. Very goth. You know what he looked like? Who remembers Mankind from the WWE? Yo, oh my God, I missed one of you guys' super chats. No. Oh, no, wait. Oh, my bad. No. Okay, that makes sense. He said it's like euros. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat. All right, so we are at 5 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? Once we reach 45 more in super chat, I'm going to tell you guys the full-on story of why he ran. I couldn't imagine what it's like, man. Couldn't imagine what it's like, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't get it. He just lunged at me, bro. I don't understand. I don't freaking get it. I don't get it. Why risk your life? Why? For real, for real. Appreciate the compliment, yo. Hey, appreciate the compliment, bro. Yo, W's in the chat for Cutting Laddie. Yo, he just super chatted another 3 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? We are now at 9 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? Once we reach 41 more, I will be telling you guys the full story of the dude that looked just like Mankind from WWE. Long, wet hair, like shoulder length, big dude. He's about 250. You know what I'm saying? He's about 6'1". You know what I'm saying? Wearing black leather. You know, like not everything has to be leather. You know what I'm saying? And it was, you know, what's wild is a lot of you guys were there. I had subscribers there with me. You know, they had run up to me in the club and was like, yo, we love your stuff, man. It's cool to see you here. And I was like, yo, that's what's up. Turn up, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have my people, you know what I mean, with the peoples while I'm around the peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's get it, man. Hopefully they play Playboy Cardi, you know what I'm saying? Like, or Bodak Yellow, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was lit. We was turned. You know what I'm saying? It was a good time until that happened. But, you know what I'm saying? Yo, W's in the chat to Cud Laddie. Yo, we're at 12 in super chat. Once we reach 38 more in super chat, you know what I'm saying? We will immediately jump into the crazy story time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. We didn't even have to, at least we didn't have to hurt him, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's also a secret ending to that one as well. You know what I'm saying? There's a secret ending to that story. And yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, tell me one in the chat if you guys have ever been in the club, to the club, or very close around the club. You know what I'm saying? Atmosphere. Tell me 2 in the chat if you guys have never been to the Cliz Up. If you guys have never gotten down at the get down or the huckleback or the freak up. Freak nada. Freak off camera. We gonna edit that out. We gonna edit that out. Yo, that's what's up. Hey, what's up, Vince? Hey, what's up, Pretty Angelina? What it is, Alan? Yo, what's up? New the Trance? Yo, what's up? Hey, what's up, Aaron L? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the club. Okay, oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys another story to warm up for the main story that the dude, you know what I mean, where I had to nearly go back to prison. You know what I'm saying? Jail, wherever it was. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, it was, you know what I mean? Jail, with the jail I was at, I think they call it the CCDC. You know what I'm saying? We had the orange jumpsuits. You know what I'm saying? The food was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to jail, people. The food, all of the snacks, the 7-Eleven cost airplane prices. It costs airplane prices for snacks. I'm not joking. 25%, 25-cent bag of hot Cheetos is $1 in jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even joking. Country Time lemonade is like $17 for one of the ones with the white top around the top. You know what I'm saying? Ramen noodles is like $1 a packet. You know what I'm saying? I was only able to eat 44 of them. You know what I'm saying? When they caught me jaywalking, because I had priors for beating up a dude who tried to assault my girlfriend in front of me, didn't make any sense. He tried to fight my girlfriend in front of me, and when I put him to sleep, when he woke up, can you believe when he woke up, he called the police on me and told him I did it? Type of one in the chat if you can believe that if you put a dude to sleep, when he tries to fight your girlfriend in front of you, if he wakes up, if you don't call the police first, he can call the police first and say you did it. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? Type of 2 in the chat if that don't make any sense. W's in the chat to cut Laddie 5,000. Yo, he just said another 3 through super chat. Yo, we are now at 15 in super chat. Once we reach 35 more, I will tell you guys the story of me being in the club and nearly going back to jail or possibly prison. I don't know how long they give you for what I was gonna do to him. I'll tell you exactly what I was gonna do to him once we telling the story. So PK, I'm up in the club, you know what I'm saying? This was like a month ago. You feel me? This shit is fresh. Fresh off the griddle or the press or the machine that produces. Yo, W's in the chat to cut Laddie. Yo, he just super chatted 8 directly through the tip jar. Yo, we're at 23 in super chat. Once we get to 27 in super chat, we telling the story. So PK, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what happened. God damn. This shit is wild. Yo, cut Laddie, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever been to the Clizub and or the Freak Back or Huckle Down? You know what I'm saying? And if you have, and just for reference, a picnic counts. Because a picnic with a good boombox, you know what I'm saying, with the street lights on and whatnot, like the sun's going down, somebody's grilling, you know what I'm saying, hot dogs, steaks, usually burgers, hot links even, you know what I'm saying, that shit is lit every time, especially if someone has a crudely marked up big screen television, fatback, outside, and we're playing Nintendo 64, and yes, I do mean 007 GoldenEye. Multiplayer, for 4 screens, same time. Telling you guys, if you guys haven't lived until you've done that with your friends, because someone is always screen checking. Someone's always cheating. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yeah. I sell flex for a 10 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yeah, well, dollars, I only date women. I've only ever been into women. And I'm super straight. You know what I'm saying? If I was on the spectrum, then I'd be super straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how they got that bar that's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like red or pink at the top, I guess. And it'd be like just straight black at the bottom, at the complete other side of the spectrum. You know what I mean? It'd be all black, like just jet black. You know what I'm saying? I'd be jet black, super straight. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have a friend that's in the goats. You know, if we reach 100, if we reach 77 more in super chat, which is past the first super chat milestone. Once we reach the second super chat milestone, type of 1 in the chat if you guys want me to tell you the story of me walking in on my friend dating a goat. He had a whole cult of goat smashers. My bad. That story is sentimental. You know what I'm saying? That story is it's so funny that I can't tell it without crying. Like cry laughing. It's I don't know what. I think what makes it so funny is he always told me about his woman problems. Yo, W's in the chat to cut Laddie. Just super chatted another 8 directly through the tip jar. Yo, cut Laddie is locked in. Yo, not doing it for the story, just to support someone that's doing a good job making videos and lives. So I have something to watch while eating my dinner. Yo, I really love that you love to support, you know what I'm saying, someone that's doing a good job at making videos, bro, and lives. Yo, I love that you support my lives because I'm doing a good job, man. You got great energy, homie. You know what I'm saying? Yo, straight to the top. Straight to the top for Cut Laddie, man. W's in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys. Once we reach 19 more in Super Chat, I will be telling you guys the horror story. That is me at the club, getting hit on, and nearly going back to prison. All in one night. All in one night. But there was a bad female there too. It completely switched my mind over from being mad at the dude, you know, because the female came out, you know what I'm saying, and she was in this sundress that was hugging all of the right places perfectly. And she was in shape and she had real big personalities. And she was very attractive in the face and the long hair length area. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started dancing with baby girl, and like her buff boyfriend came up and like tried to press me for dancing with his girl, but I just kept dancing with her in front of him. You know what I mean? Because like, I'd already been hit on by a dude. You know what I'm saying? I had already nearly got kissed in the mouth by a dude that night. So I was very willing to fight to the death. You know what I mean? Versus this dude who looked way buffer than me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for me, if I get hit on badly enough, it just make me want to take the person out the game. You know? Have them start a different game, huh? In the universe of Sword Art Online. He'll wake up in Sword Art Online not knowing where the rest of them is at. You know, and in all actuality, he's in a hospital hooked up to VR machine because his body just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go. It left by itself of its own accord. I didn't help. You know what I'm saying? Yo, W's in the chat by Cut Laddie. You know what I mean? Once we reach 19 more in Super Chat, I will be telling you guys the story of when a dude nearly lost his way in the club. You know, he was trying to find his way, but, you know, he veered off the path far too sharply and almost got, you know, stabbed with something sharply, and not even a knife, you know, stabbed him with the business end of a sharp basketball, right in the side of his neck. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible, terrible stuff. Horrible. Now, with that being said, I was at the club. You know what I'm saying? I was at the club about a month ago. You feel me? It wasn't a week ago, like in the Bobby Smurder music. It was a month ago. So I'm at the club about a month ago, and I'm dancing with this girl. You know what I'm saying? I was there with a group of friends that I had just met that night. You feel me? And it's like in a Fight Club, you know, single serving friendships. So I had made some single serving friendships, and there were about 5 to 17 of them that night. And I'm in there dancing with I was dancing with one girl, front to front, and there was another one of my female friends, single serving female friends, over dancing with someone else over the other side. But we kept making eye contact, and she had tried hitting on me earlier, but she didn't pass the immediate application, the immediate job application. She didn't meet the right you know, in order for me to hang out with her. You know what I'm saying? So I started dancing with this other girl that had a far better personality on her. You know what I'm saying? Way better personality, just smaller, just more compact personality. So while I'm dating with that chick, you know what I'm saying? While I'm talking to that chick, you know what I'm saying? I'm dancing with her. And while I'm dancing with her and whatnot, we dirty winding, you know what I'm saying? Like the red nose music. You know what I'm saying? We doing it. I mean, not like that, but like, you know, Sage the Gemini music. And while I'm dancing with her and stuff, this dude walk up on the side of me, and I'm dancing with a girl like this, and he walk up on the side of me, like the front side of me, and start trying to hump my leg in front of me. And I'm just like, And the part to me that the part that weirded me out was the fact that when he was doing this, he walks up, he starts just like, you know what I mean, like while staring directly down at my kneecap, and I couldn't figure out what was so attractive about my kneecap that he was willing to risk his life. Like I don't get it. Like, what's my kneecap? Is this a such thing as kneecap riz, people? You know what I'm saying? Is that a thing? You know what I mean? For real, for real. Yeah. Yeah, personality. See, Michael gets it. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about this situation, Cutletti? You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Really love that you're not doing it for the story, but you're doing it for somebody who's doing a good job at doing a story. Appreciate you. Ah, yes. Hey, what's up? That's what's up. Yeah. Hey, Lab. Who do you want me to report? You know what I mean? Because that's my mods' jobs. I have mods in the chat. You know what I'm saying? They report and or flag everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Trill? What's up, Sharice? Yo, thank you, Robert Steven. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Tevin? What it is, homie? Yeah. Can you join Hood Gang? You are here. You are effectively in the hood. I've lived so much hood that you being hood means you're in the neighborhood of the hood. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I like to welcome us to you. You know, we hold this gala affair at least once per day, or at least 5 days a week on Instagram. Mr. Run the Fade literally just went, oh boy. Appreciate the compliment. You know what I'm saying? Bloods or Crips? Neither. I don't do gangs. You know, grew up around them enough to never go anywhere near gangs. Because gangs are full of shit. You know what I'm saying? They're completely full of shit, people. You know what I'm saying? It's no point in joining. Like, either you join, gangs are the worst pyramid scheme known to man. People at the bottom take all the charges and have to go and do all the crimes for the people who are at the top that really don't do any of that. You know what I mean? So I went to jail with a dude that had just turned 18 and he had joined a gang. You know what I'm saying? When he was in jail, you know how many of his gang members came to visit him? And the reason why he was in jail was he was robbing a clothing store for money. And guess where he was going to take the money? Back to the gang. Back to the gang, baby. Guess who didn't get no hoes or any of the money? Guess who got to bone all the hoes that the money brought over? Not him. Never him. And then they tell him, no, man, if you put in enough work, you become a made man. Yeah, if you survive the work that you put in, you become a made man. But most of them don't. So I was around a lot of gangs growing up. Never saw the worth in it. You know, BlastphamousHD ain't getting shot over no color. I ain't getting shot for me. Fuck, I look like getting shot over a color that I ain't even have no, I didn't go in on the making of the color. I ain't got no real, you know what I mean? So I used to have a lot of gang member friends and whatnot. And, you know, they would tell me, yeah, there's no reason to be in here. You know, I'm already in here. So once you're in, if you ever figure out that it's bullcrap, you can't leave. You can only leave in a box. So it's a pyramid scheme that you got to give everything to, including your freedom, including your women, including everything. So, peep game, right? Tekashi 6ix9ine was technically in the Bloods, right? He was funding all of their activities. He was buying all their guns. He was, he was the front man. He was paying for everything. Why was his wife boned by the other gang members? Why? Because when you're in a gang, unless you're all the way at the top, which only like 2 or 3 people get there because they were already born into that place, right? If you're ever in a gang under those people, you just get your women and your money stolen. And if you ever figure it out, then you just get murdered. If you ask me, that's not a good plan. That's not a good law. That's not a good plan. So type of 1 in the chat, if gangs sound like a terrible idea, that doesn't make much sense. Why would I give everything to them only for them to take everything from me? It's not good. Type of 2 in the chat, if gangs still seem like a good idea because they have the best music videos. And that wouldn't happen to you, only to other people. That's like my one teaching thing for today. You know what I'm saying? So once we reach 19 more in Super Chat, I will be telling you guys the story about a dude who, I was dancing at the club with a bunch of subscribers and friends, and a dude jumped out and tried to kiss me in the mouth, on the face. And, I had to make he ran, I'll tell you guys what I did to make him run once we reach 19 more in Super Chat. Yo, I'm glad you're doing good, Sharice. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Caden? What it is, Nameless? Oops. What's up, Robert? Let's see. Respectable. I mean, I just didn't want to spend my life getting hoed by a group of people that didn't have my best interest at hand in any way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? It's just reverse. It's just not good. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. Yo, W's in the chat for Alan Spider Kips. Yo, I'm in the club. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat for Alan Spider Kips. Yo, W's in the chat for Cud Laddie. All right, so with that being said, yo, so where are you guys from? You know what I'm saying? And also, where are you from, Spider Kips? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Alan. For real, for real. You have great energy, Brody. That's what's up. So, with that being said, I'm at the club. This dude is dancing, trying to hump the air right above my kneecap. You know what I'm saying? And so, at first I just stare at him, figuring once he meets my gaze, once he sees me, he's going to understand that what he's doing is not okay. You know what I'm saying? He's got to give that shit up. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm staring at him, and the dude never meets my gaze. It's like he knew. He knew he was being creepy. He knew that I'd got the drop on him. He knew that the cat was out the bag, and he knew not to make eye contact with me. Disrespect at its highest order. So with that being said, I look over at my female friend, you know what I'm saying, the one dancing with her group of people, and I make eye contact with her because she's been watching this whole thing too. She looks over at me, you know what I'm saying, and we both we communicate telepathically and say, like, yo, this is gross. What do we do? She telepathically communicated to me through her eye contact that you're going to have to figure that out yourself. I can't help you. So I was like, bet. That's what I said to her with my eyeballs. So then, you know what I'm saying, I look over at the dude, you know what I'm saying, and I tap him on the chest. I'm like, yo, You know what I'm saying? He's mid-hump. I mean, he's mid-hunch. You know what I'm saying? He's mid-hunch, and he looks up. You won't believe what he said, Chad. What did he say when he looked up? What was his response after getting caught in 4K hunching on my kneecap in front of me? I'm like, what type of nasty shit? Type of freak nasty type shit. What's up, Matthew? Yo. What's up, Jail? Who is Spider Kibitz? Hey, what's up, Berry Berry? You have the same name of this one video game I used to play. What? Hey, what's up, the Three Musketeers? What it is, homie? What's up? Yo, what's up, Sir Kuda? Grew up on you. Yo, that's what's up. I grew up with you guys as well. We all grew up together. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Am I in Vegas still? I am, Sir Kuda. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Hey, thank you, Superman. All right, so, peep game. You know what I'm saying? Yo, appreciate all the compliments, you guys. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you for the compliments. All right, so peep game. You know what I'm saying? So, the guy looks up, and he says to me, when he finally meets my eye contact, he's like, what? What? What do you want? What, you want to fight? What? Chat, this is my first time being both sexually harassed and threatened at the same time. I completely understand where females come from now. You know what I'm saying? When someone makes an advance on you and, you know, their advance is so aggressive that not only do you have to tell them no, right? But after telling them no, the motherfucker try to fight you. Like, I don't understand that. Ladies, help me understand this. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all know. I've seen, you know how many dudes, I've seen a lot of dudes try to fight chicks after the chick tells the guy no. Tries to fight him. Just tries to beat this nigga up. Like, the disrespect, you know? Like, how could you have done this? How could you not know that your actions have consequences? Because that tone of accent reminds me of that guy, Sonic fan. You know what I mean? I just don't remember his exact words. You know what I'm saying? Who remembers the Sonic fan meme? You know what I'm saying? How could you not have known that your actions have consequences? Yo, that dude is hilarious. All day, every day. So, all right, guys, what time is it where you guys are at? You know what I'm saying? What's you guys' time zones? We've got to figure these things out if we're going to keep meeting like this, you know? Picture me wearing a 007 suit right now. That's why I'm doing this, you know? I like my hot chocolate shaken and not stirred. Same thing with my pineapple juice. You know what I'm saying? I suck at drinking. You know, I tried drinking this one time, and I ended up waking up like 7 hours later in my bed. I don't remember going to sleep or opening my front door. After that, that's why I don't drink. So it's not that you know what I mean? Like, I tried it. It just, I need to know where my hours went. You know what I'm saying? I need to know what I do when I do. I can't wake up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wake up next to a, you know what I'm saying, man? You know, I can't get drunk and then wake up next to somebody, and now I've got to figure out What do I do? How do I run? Type a 1 in the chat if you guys have ever done that. I can only imagine it is fun. You know what I mean? Circuda 5007. You know what I'm saying? It's like the world's best guessing game. You know, what did I sleep with? You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Cutletti. Yo, have you ever like gone to the club? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, play the world's greatest dating game. What did I sleep with? Huh? Good Lord. I'd be scared to play that game, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you got to try to lie when they wake up. You know what I mean? All right, so anyway, so once we reach 14 more in Super Chat, I will be telling you guys the story of what happened when I was at the club and the dude tried to kiss me in the face. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It was violent. It was exceptionally violent. You know, it was weird. It was violence without having to be violent. It was weird, you know? But the dude ran for his life. That's all I cared about. You know what I'm saying? Only needed him to run for his life. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? So I'm at the club, you know what I'm saying? And I'm dancing with the girl. The dude offers me to fade. He offers to fight me over my own kneecap. He's literally sexually harassing me. It's very, very not okay. You know what I'm saying? Bad touch. He never touched me, but it was still bad touch. You know what I'm saying? He was just hovering over my kneecap. Like he was humping the air above my knee. You know what I'm saying? And I tell him, I'm like, bro, when he offers me to fade, what, you want to fight? Huh? You want to fight? I'm like, you know what? I don't. You should go that way. Go that way now. Because I don't like you. I don't know what you and my kneecap got going on, right? But I'll tell you what it is. It's goddamn infidelic. It's infidelity at the highest degree. It's my kneecap. I've known it for literally years. I've known my kneecap for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And you are not going to cheat on my knee. You're not gonna make my knee cheat on me with you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, I'm not gonna say that, but it ain't gonna happen. So, dude, he looked me in the face, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? So I tell him, I'm like, yo, you gonna have to go that way. He's like, what? No, let's fight. What you want to fight? And so I'm like, you know what? So then his mermaid man and barnacle boy looking best friends come running into the fight and whatnot and break it up. Whoa, guys, because we're at the club, we can't yell. Whoa, guys, break it up. Okay, there's no need to fight, bro. And they grab their homie and start pulling them back. I'm like, yo, hey, you better tell him something. You better tell him. Huh? You got to tell him something, man, because I can't. I just can't, you know? And so, you know what I'm saying? The dude kept still trying to come at me and whatnot. So then I tell him, you know what I'm saying? I tell the dude, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we can go outside. We can go outside if you really need to go outside. We can go outside and scrap it up, you know, if that's really the only way of not getting my kneecaps taken advantage of, you know. But I didn't even know that was a thing, man. Dudes be out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna smash your kneecap. I'm gonna have sex with your knee, and you ain't got no type of. You can't say nothing, you know. But pretty sure females go through that type of thing. Hey, what's up? The only plan? Hey, what's up, Alan? What's up, Alan Spider Kips? Yo, W's in the chat to Alan Spider Kips. For real, for real. Let me see. Somehow I don't think I would love your uncle, pretty Angelina. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Me making a friend with a dude. Yeah, I'm saying it's hard work nowadays, man. Cause would you guys? Oh God, it's way crazier than you would think. Yo, W's in the chat to Island Spider Kips. Yo, W's in the chat to Island Spider Kips. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's his name, legend? And say the story with the secret embarrassing ending. With the secret embarrassing ending. Deal. All the secret embarrassing endings. All of them. I shall tell them all. W's in the chat to Alan Spider Kips. He just super chatted 20 directly through the channel. All right, you guys. So that means I've got to do 56 push-ups today. You know what I'm saying? 56 push-ups. And there's 5 pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? Possibly. There's 10 pull-ups. I said for every 5 we do pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to Alan Spider. Yo, also our highest single super chatter of the stream, as per tradition, will either they get their name at the beginning, either they get their name in the title of tomorrow's live stream, one of them, you know what I'm saying, or they get the pick one of the games we play. You know what I'm saying? So what type of scary games do you enjoy? What type of games do you enjoy in general? Alan Spider Kips. W's in the chat to Alan Spider Kips. So the story with the dude that assaulted me at the club. Okay, so I'm at the club, okay, and I get a whole dance circle popping, right? I'm doing things, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm dancing and stuff. Yeah, I'm getting it popping, right? So I got the dance circle on fleek. You know what I'm saying? The way I had it set up, everybody go into the middle, you know what I'm saying, do a couple dance moves, and then they back out. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody come in and do a couple moves for maybe about 1 or 2 minutes, and then they back out. You know what I'm saying? It was going real good. You feel me? We had about 18 people in this dance circle. Everybody was lit, huh? You feel me? And there was a bunch of other dudes in the circle, and the dudes wasn't doing weird shit or nothing. They was just lit. We was all there looking for hoes. You feel me? All the other dudes was there looking for hoes. We had all telepathically communicated that, yo, we get this dance circle big enough and there's holes for everybody. Free drunk white women for everybody, people. You know what I'm saying? How'd you like that, Alan? Free drunk white women for everybody. Huh? W's in the chat for free drunk white women for everybody. No, I don't. So, yo, W's in the chat. Appreciate you, Alan Spider Kips. You know what I'm saying? New soon, bros. Drop the name. Oh, drop the name. The name of who? Which name would you like for me to drop, Alan? I got you. You know what I'm saying? The name of who? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to tell the wrong name. Because they're all names. Yo, free snow bunnies, bitch. Like, yeah, for real, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you have to tell me what name to drop. Alan Kip, let me know what name of what story. Just give me you know what I'm saying? Just give me a general idea. You know what I'm saying? For real. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm freaking, dance circles popping. You know what I'm saying? The females is getting lit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Joe Taro? Appreciate you. Do you need a video editor? Always. You know what I'm saying? But I will have to see what type of editing style you're already at. But yeah, we can definitely talk. Yo, Alan, let me know what name, because I remember mentioning a name I was going to drop, but I'm not going to mention that name until I have confirmation from you, because I don't want to snitch on the wrong situation. I know a lot of celebrities, I know a lot of people, and I don't want to say the wrong person for the wrong story. You feel me? For real. Battlefield 6. Yo, I'm doing good. What's up, Madeline? Yeah. Yo, okay, so hit me up on Discord. That's the best, either Discord or Instagram. That's the best way to hit your boy up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I still appreciate you, Alan, for letting me know which name, you know what I'm saying? That way I don't say the wrong one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, hey, what's up, Green Entity? That's my dog. That's my dog. Anybody got anything to say? You know what I'm saying? You said to me, that's my dog. Yo, I got you, Alan. Raise sneaky snitch just a little. I got you, Alan. We're about to raise it up. Can you guys hear it better now? You know what I'm saying? So super chatters get to dictate some of the stuff we do. You know what I'm saying? If you guys have a dare for me, you can super chat it through. I'll do the dare, but the super chat has to match the dare. You know what I'm saying? Dare me to do a backflip and send 17 cents. That'd be a small backflip. You know what I mean? Get no air at all. All right, Alan, let me know once you remember what name. Hey, what's up, the Mass King Shaggy Rogers? All right, you guys. So, the rest of the story. All right. So, I'm I'm in a dance circle. We're all dancing, you know what I'm saying? We're getting all hella lit. It's a really, really good time. And, you know, I go in for my second wave of dancing, and the dude, you know what I'm saying, the weirdo dude, you know what I mean, he comes in, you know, while I'm still dancing, and instead of waiting his turn, because everyone had their own turn, right? I'm in there dancing, and the homie, he comes running in while I'm dancing. I'm figuring he just didn't have the timing good, and he's about to like run in and try to dance. So I go to move back. I'm like, oh, he's trying to get his 5 seconds of fame right now, the dancing. He's trying to do that right now. W's in the chat to Alan Spider Kibbs. Appreciate you for the super chats, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Let me know the name in the situation, and I'll drop said name. Let me know what name you want me to drop. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. All right, so with that being said, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, we keep on freaking dancing and whatnot. You know what I mean? I keep on dancing. And the dude, he runs in and he just, like, he bear hugs me. He, like, Goldberg spears and bear hugs me. And when he has me bear hugged, he, like, squeezes me super hard so I can't break the lock immediately. You know what I'm saying? He tries to kiss me in the freaking face. He tried to kiss me in the freaking mouth is what he tried to do. So I move my freaking head, you know what I'm saying? And he gets me on the side of my freaking face, you know what I'm saying? I break the lock, you know what I'm saying? I break the hold and I turn around, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like wiping everything off. I'm like, yo, like, I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys know what it feels like, but being kissed by a dude when you only like women, it's like getting shot in the chest with a double-barrel shotgun. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? Once I got kissed in the freaking face and forehead, I'm like, ah, fuck. Ah. And I turn around and I'm like, ah. And this is exactly what I said to him. You know what I'm saying? And I say this, you know what I'm saying? Like I normally wouldn't. Hey, what's up? Yo, have any of you guys seen the new Fantastic Four movie? Alan Spider Kips, where are you? Hey, shout outs to Alan Spider Kip. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat. All right, you guys. Once we reach the next super chat milestone, which is 50 in super chat, you know what I'm saying? Type 1 in the chat if you guys want to hear the story of of how I almost got murdered by a girl's baby daddy. Like, he was literally on his way to the house because I was at his girl's house and they had told me they were just friends. You know what I'm saying? But it gets really convoluted. It's super duper crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yo, type 1 in the chat if you guys wanted to tell you guys that story once we reach the next super chat milestone, which is in 50 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? Either directly through my tip jar, which is the pinned comment up in the comment section, you know what I'm saying? Or you guys send it directly through my channel, you know what I'm saying? Now, the person who sends it, you know what I'm saying? If you guys want to hear a different story, then just super chat it through with the message. You know what I'm saying? But also, we're doing music requests. If you guys want me to put a song on in the background, you know what I'm saying? And while I tell stories, it's a 50 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? Let your boy know. Yeah. And if you send a 50 in super chat for a music request, you know what I'm saying? Then you do get a large amount of freaking votes behind your name when we vote for stuff. So if we're doing what stories that people want to hear, if someone super chatted like $20, they get 20 votes behind their name. So if they want to hear the crazy story about the last girl that tried to lie on me and say that I was trying to take advantage of her, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, type of one in the chat if you guys want to hear the story of the girl setting me up to be murdered by her baby daddy for money to try to get me to marry her. A woman tried to force me to marry her at gunpoint. Her baby daddy's gunpoint. You know what I'm saying? Type of one in the chat if you guys want to hear that story. Type of two in the chat if you guys want to hear the story of the latest goofy female that tried to lie on me about allegations of he tried to take advantage of me. Yo, can I get a BHD Army in the chat? Yo, everybody say BHD Army in the chat. Type BHD Army in the chat, yo. Yo, Don Giro, Quagmire. W's in the chat for Don Giro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what's up. Yo, all right, so we got a one in the chat for the Mass King Shaggy Rogers. Vegito. I'll tell you guys what. If we reach 48 more, if we reach 75 in super chat instead of 50, I'll tell you guys both stories. Type of 3 in the chat. If once we reach 75 in super chat, you guys want me to just tell you guys both stories back to back. You know what I'm saying? Type of 2 in the chat. If you guys want me to tell you guys one story once we reach 50 in super chat, type a 2 in the chat. If you guys want me to tell you both once we reach 75 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? Understandable. We've got a 3 W super chats. Yo, so did you guys know that somehow, and this is what I heard, like I read it through email, like this morning, it's weird. Somehow, like, it's weird, yo. Did you know that super chats is literally a metric that YouTube like counts towards like pushing the live? That's wild, isn't it? That's wild. I just read it in the brand new notes that they released. Well, a long time ago, but I just read them this morning. I didn't know that they did that. That's weird. That's wild. Yo, so once we reach 42 more in super chat, I'll tell you guys the story of, well, let's see if you guys want to hear both. So you already knew that, the Mass King Shaggy Rogers. Yo, that's freaking awesome that you already knew that, Mass King Shaggy Rogers. Yo, that's what's up. W's in the chat to Don Giro Quagmire. BHD Army, what's up, pretty Angelina? All right, you guys, what time is it where you guys are at? You know what I'm saying? And also, type of 1 in the chat, if you can hear the live and everything I'm saying, and the music in the background is a good volume. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys can't hear the music in the background, or if it's at a bad volume, and you guys can't hear my voice, or you guys can't see the stream. Gio. Yo, what's up, Don Giro Quagmire? What's up, Vegito? What's up, the Mass King Shaggy Rogers? That's what's up. I'm glad you guys can hear it. Yo, that Broly shirt is hard. I'm glad you guys like the shirt, man. What's up, Wilson? What's up, Jasper? What's up, Eddie? All right, so if you guys have any questions that you guys want to ask me, you know what I'm saying? Super chat them through and I'll see your question. You know what I'm saying? The crazier the question, the crazier the super chat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, feel free, ask me any questions, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. But do be careful. My mods do look for people who are spamming. So if you're spamming your question and you're not super chatting, then my mods will more than likely pick it up and they'll more than likely ban you. It won't be for a long time, but we don't do spamming. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about spam, no spamming. Also, no talking about religious stuff or political things. You know what I'm saying? No politics, no religion. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy the shirt. For real, for real. Hey, what's up, Right Wing? Yo, what's up, Anoush? All right, so after the dude freaking, you know what I mean, tries to kiss me on the, kisses me in the freaking face, he ended up kissing me on the eye. You know what I'm saying? Good Lord, I was trying to headbutt the nigga, but he freaking kissed me in the freaking eyeball. You know what I'm saying? So I break out of his lock. You know what I'm saying? I'm rearing from the kiss, man. It's just painful. I'm like, you motherfucker. And I look over and when I finally come to, he's standing right at the front of the group of the people. He's standing right there still. So I take this as a clear sign of like, he's standing there to see. He can already see that I'm mad. I'm obviously pissed. I'm obviously not liking this. Why was he standing there? What response did he think I was gonna have? I don't understand the chat. What response do you think that he thought I was gonna have? What could he possibly be standing there freaking waiting for? Like what what? Motherfucker, what? So when I finally come to and I see him standing there, I'm seeing red. You know what I'm saying? And I tell him, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna fucking kill you. But I say it way meaner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said it way too aggressively. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Oh boy. But, you know what I'm saying? If we reach it for a 10 in super chat, I'll completely act out like the way I said it. But this is what I said. I was like, yo, I'ma fucking kill you, motherfucker. Are you flying? And I said some other shit, and then, you know what I mean, the homie, he heard what I said, and he was like, ah, and then ran for his life. You know what I'm saying? And me, the only reason why I didn't chase him was because if I chased him and I beat him up, then I was gonna go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My homeboy was the bouncer there. He had gotten me in for free. So, you know, I didn't want to, you know. The on the eye is insane, man. Extremely embarrassing. It really, really wasn't what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you would have received the biggest uppercut. For real, Don Giro. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Hey, what's up, y'all? Yo, you guys have great energy. Yo, thank you guys for all the super chats, man. You guys have great energy. Appreciate you guys' generosity, man. For real, for real. Everything that gets super chatted through, it all goes towards upgrading our streaming equipment. Because it is actually a good amount of equipment to run streams nowadays. ISO Speed will tell you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, the Mass King Shaggy Rogers? Hey, W's to the Mod Squad. Yeah, there were a lot of women up in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, luckily enough, after I made dude run, you know what I'm saying? Like, after I made him run, you know what I'm saying? I just kept on dancing and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just kept dancing and shit as to not, you know, freak everybody else out. But after that, you know, I was happy because I feel like everybody else saw. Anyone who was wondering, they got to see what they would get if they went for it. And after that, had a great time. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but ladies after that. You know, women, you know, this bad female came through, you know what I'm saying? Started, you know, started dancing with me and shit. That was a great time. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up having a really, really good time. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yeah, that doesn't McVery. What the hell? Oh, yeah, someone recorded this badly. For real, for real. I just brought you guys with me. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That situation was like, it was all the way bad. All the way bad. But luckily enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, after that, you know what I'm saying? I got to dance with a really, really attractive Puerto Rican chick. You know what I'm saying? That was a good time. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys. So, we are 42 away from the next Super Chat milestone. If we reach that mug, I will tell you guys the story of either one, the last time I nearly got murdered by a woman's baby daddy when she pretty much set me up to have him kill me if I didn't marry her. Like, type of one in the chat if you guys want to hear the story of my ex-girlfriend setting me up to have me murdered if I didn't marry her. Type of two in the chat if you guys want to hear the story of the girl that tried to frame me for pregnancy. She literally tried to trap me with a pregnancy. One and or two. Understandable. We listen, we don't judge. What it is, Vegeta? What's up, Waymaker? Yo, Mode Squad for life. That's what's up. Is that the place you were dancing at in that one video? I don't think so. It wasn't at the club on Fremont. Ooh, we getting a lot of twos. We got... Oh! All right, you guys. So type of one in the chat if you guys want me to tell you guys, the story of when my ex-girlfriend set me up to be murdered. Yo, W's in the chat to Don Giro. That is pretty off topic and unrelated. But what happened with Dr. J and the women? All right, you guys. So type of one in the chat if once we reach 75 in Super Chat, you guys want me to tell you guys the story of what happened with Dr. J and the women. You know what I'm saying? Which is in 52 more. No, 62 more. You know what I'm saying? Type of two in the chat if you guys want to hear the story about how one of my last girlfriends, a very recent one, set me up to go see a dude stripper. Whose name was Randy. Females ain't shit. Okay, and this, look, ladies, run for your life. Okay, don't stick around for that number 2 story. Because females ain't shit in that story. It's bad. Okay, for 40 in Super Chat, I'll tell you the stripper's name. And it is bad. It's so bad that if I said it on TikTok, I'd immediately be getting banned. But I can say it on YouTube because they don't care. I know. It's bad. It is bad. Bad. Terrifying. Terrifying stuff. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Tommy Ingram? As long as the stripper's name is not Quagmire. Yeah, the stripper's name wasn't Quagmire. His name was Randy, but the name in front of his name was terrifying. So, type of 1 in the chat, if once we reach 62 more in Super Chat, you guys want me to tell you guys the story of... Yeah, there was like 8 of them. You know what I mean? You guys said something. Yeah, it's bad. All right, so the first story... Oh, yeah. So type of 1 in the chat if you guys want me to tell you guys the story of what happened with Randy. Once we reach 62 more in Super Chat, type 3 in the chat. Well, type 2 in the chat if you guys want to hear the story of my girlfriend setting me up with a male stripper named Randy. Once we reach the next super chat milestone. I can't tell which one's worse. Let's see what you guys are saying. So let's see. 1s and 2s, boys. 1s and 2s. Or type a 3 in the chat if you guys want me to tell you both those stories once we reach 100 in super chat. Which is, it's like 87 more in super chat. Understandable, Tommy Ingram. Hey, what's up, Oswald? What's up, Tommy Ingram? That's what's up. Yeah, both stories are pretty bad. Both stories are definitely worse. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Hey, what's up, Wraith? That's what's up. Yo, what's up, Tommy? What's up, Donjiro? Yo, so, hey, what's up, Amanda? Sandoval? Yo, chill guy. If you super chat 500 through, we will count to 100. But you have to super chat first. You know what I'm saying? We don't do the other way. You know what I mean? Yo, what's up, Jovan Blakes? You know what I'm saying? Yo, everything that's sent through, it all goes to upgrading our streaming equipment. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, appreciate you guys. How long am I going to be live? I'm gonna be live for at least another hour. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so with that being said, let's see. Oh my God, so I told you guys that story. Oh my God. Yeah, that's some doozies, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna give you guys this is a extra secret ending onto the last story, right? So I see this guy. Now, after the guy ran and I was dating with and when I was dancing with the attractive girl, I felt like, okay, you know, everything's good. I thought the guy left. So 2 hours later, I was out on the dance floor for so long, I didn't see the guy anymore. So as the club shut down, we're all leaving. And as I'm going towards the exit, I see that same dude that had kissed me on the eyeball. You know what I'm saying? When I tried to headbutt him, you know what I'm saying? From freaking bear hugging me on that weirdo shit that he was into. You know what I'm saying? Freaking, he was trying to fight a female, this really small woman at the door when everyone was leaving. So I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So I walk up, I don't even say shit. I'm just standing there and smile like where he could see me at. And the guy, he's arguing with the girl talking shit. He sees me, he's like, like literally starts having a heart attack and shit. So I'm just like, you know, and then he like clams up and gets real quiet and starts like leaning back, getting all scared and shit. And then the woman who had been losing the argument keeps yelling and screaming at him, and then she ends up winning the argument. What do you guys think about that, chat? You know what I'm saying? By the way, for every dollar that's super chatted through, I will be doing a push-up. I haven't worked out today yet, but so at the end of the stream, before I end the stream, I will be divvying up all the super chatted push-ups. You know what I'm saying? So far, we're at 63 super chatted push-ups. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yo, that's cool that you got a little popular in school. because some people found out you're a YouTuber. That's cool, Vegito. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, what's up, Nicola? Hey, what's up, Chester? Yo, you have a story to tell me in person that is way worse than both of your stories combined. Bro, dude, you got to tell me the mugs over Discord. You know what I'm saying? Yo, for a super chat request, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, I would hella jump on and put your, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a super chat request, I would hella call you and hear the story through the phone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, to people. How many push-ups so far? 63. You know what I'm saying? But we're doing all the push-ups at the end of the stream as not to mess with the stories. Yo, that's what's up, Dab of Sab. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for the compliment. Yeah, yeah. All right, you guys, what time is it where you guys are at? What time? Yo, Danjiro Gagma. Hey, W's the chat. He just sent two directly through the super chat. Yo, Danjiro says make it 65. Deal. For you, deal. 65 for both. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, yo. Dang, man, those stories are wild. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you, John Giro. Yo, what's up, Vegito? It is 5:36 where Vegito is at. Yo, it's 6:36 for Tommy Black. For Superman, it's 6:36. It's 5:36 for the Masked King Shaggy Rogers. Yeah. Yo, go check out the Masked King Shaggy Rogers, man. Yo, he makes great music. He just made a real long compilation of songs. Yo, go check him out. You know what I mean? But yo, if you guys want me to check out any of you guys' music, you know what I'm saying? It's a 50 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? Also, let me know the title and where I can find it out on YouTube. And I got you guys coming up fresh. What's up, Lucy Madison? Yo, what's up, Sergeant Salamander? I remember you, bro, from super chats back in the day. Hey, what's up, Damien? Yeah, yeah. All right, you guys. So, once we reach 65 more in super chat, you know what I'm saying? We will be telling you guys the story of both when my ex-girlfriend set me up to get murdered if I didn't marry her. She literally said it was pretty much either marry me or, you know, she had literally, it's bad. It's really bad. She had literally, the guy was literally on his way to her house while I was there with his gun. And it was bad. And the only way I was able to save my own life was by making him laugh. I made him laugh right before he was about to kill me. And he didn't because I made him laugh. Ain't that a biznatch? Yo, I hope you're doing well as well, Sergeant Salamander, bros. Yeah, yeah. I remember you, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you thrown some big super chats our way, man. Bro, can't forget about the supporters. Yeah, yeah. All right, you guys, type a 1 in the chat if you guys can see and hear everything. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys can't see or hear any of this. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, I'm going to tell you guys a little filler story. Yeah, I'm thinking of a good, easy. I'll tell you guys about my time in jail. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. So I did a year in jail. You know what I'm saying? And it sucked. It was boring. You know what I'm saying? Boring as all living hell. The only thing there was to do in jail was to eat and read books. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. So, if you guys remember earlier, I told you guys about that 18-year-old, really small dude who got booked in jail for robbing a Macy's and was going to give everything, all the proceeds, to his gang that he was in, right? That was my bunk. You know what I'm saying? That was literally my bunkie. He was the person. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Nah, that's what's up. Yeah. Hey, so look, jail was like actually low key weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, dude, yo. Bruh, people, I swear to God, bro, like, this is so funny. All right, so, type of one in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I used to watch your videos when I was 14. I'm 24 now. That's what's up. Yep. Donna Freeman accidentally went on a date with a dude. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? For 20 in Super Chat, I'll go back and tell the whole story, but only the crazy fun parts. It was bad. You know what I'm saying? See, Donna, hey, ladies, have you guys ever been tricked on a freaking date with somebody you didn't know it was a date, and they're saying date-like shit? You know what I'm saying? It sucks. It freaking sucks. There is no dude that's hot, Sergeant Salamander. There is no dude that's hot. There isn't. There's none. I've never seen a dude in that light ever. So it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, if that's you saying you like hot dudes, that's cool. But you know, me myself, it's not my thing. You know, I've only ever talked to females. You've been tricked into a jacked up situation where her man wanted to watch. Dang, I've had females hit me up with that. You know what I'm saying? I had one of my female viewers hit me up and tried to pay me like 20 G's a week to bone her in front of her husband. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I was thinking, but I did not say yes. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have did that shit. For real. Hey, what's up, Danjiro? Yo, all right, so once we reach 65 more in Super Chat, you know what I'm saying? A guy that has pretty privilege is like a pig that can fly. Thank you for the compliment. And damn, you've got paid. Bro, yeah, I know. I should have did it. I don't know what I was doing. I was bullshit, man. Oh. You know what I mean? Watch me knock over stuff in anger that doesn't really break stuff. Bruh. So yo, oh my God. So get this, right? I got another story of when male pretty privilege turns kind of weird. I was at a park and I was lifting weights at the park, right? I'm at the park and this like 75-year-old dude walks up on me and he's like, yo, I've never seen you, right? Where are you from? You know, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm pretty close to, I'm from LA. I'm from Cleveland. California, but I was raised in Cleveland, you know, and he's like, oh, dude, you know, so what do you do? I'm like, oh, you know, well, you know what I mean? I play poker for a living. He's like, oh, word? Oh, okay. So about 3 more minutes into the conversation, I shit you not. This nigga does this. He's talking, oh, that's a good idea. That's what's up. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yo, so you like, you don't drink? So you like playing video games and you lift weights? Okay, yeah, that's what's up. He starts doing this. I shit you not. A 36-year-old white woman pops out the bushes at the park that we're in. Pops up out the bushes. Just. Comes running over full speed. She gets it. Oh my God. You like food? I can go get food. Where do you live at? You live right there? Let's go to your house. I'll cook you dinner right now. This is my husband, but he's just my friend. So if we go, we can go to your house. I'll cook for you. Matter of fact, let me give you my number. I'll give you my number right now. Let me pulls out her phone. I get her number. She texts me, right? She texts me. I'm trying not to give it away what she texted me in my facial expression. You know what I'm saying? Yo, W's in the chat. To Hugo's, the hammer. He just super chatted 2 directly through the tip jar. W's in the chat to Hugo's. Yo, look. For a 30th super chat, I'll tell you guys what she texted me. Or pretty much for 28 more in super chat, I'll tell you guys what she texted me. Type 1 in the chat. If once we reach 28 more in super chat, you guys want me to tell you what she texted me. Type 2 in the chat. If once we reach a super chat of 40, I'll tell you guys the secret ending that goes hand in hand with what she texted me. So 1s and 2s, boys and girls. 1s and 2s. Hey, what's up, Don Giros? Yeah. W's in the chat. Yeah, he looks like he's after your spot for 3rd place, yo. Yo. Oh, no, Don Giro, you got 2nd place. You know what I'm saying? It's Cud Laddie and Alan Spider. They are tied for 1st with 1,400 XP points and 1,700 XP points. Don Giro, you've got 500 XP points. Hugo, you've got 150. Pretty Angelina, you have 100. Everyone else has 75. How do you get 25 XP points, Pretty Angelina? You must have liked this mug up or something. Yo, what's up, the Masked King Shaggy Rogers? Yeah, I remember that one. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Baby girl runs over, you know what I'm saying? She gets my phone number, you know what I'm saying? She sends me that text. The picture that she sent me is what she sent me. Okay, so for 40 in super chat, I will show you guys the picture she sent me. I'll show you guys. It was bad. Yo, W's in the chat to Hugo's. He just super chatted 20 directly through. All right, so if you do send the amount, let me know what it be for. Yo, W's in the chat. W's in the chat to Hugo's. I think we were at 68. Yo, so Hugo's just sent, I believe, 25. W's in the chat to Hugo's. Hey, W's in the chat. Yo, what's up, Don Giros? What's up, Don? The Don. Yo, your name is the Don now. Yeah. Especially the Lights Out trailer reaction. Oh my God. Yeah. I remember that one, Don Giro. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Super duper crack. You know what I mean? For real. W's in the chat to Hugo. For real. Yo, appreciate the compliment, Red Rock. That dude's popular, man. Appreciate you. Hey, what's up, Tudsy? Appreciate you, yo. What's up, Donna Freeman? What's up, Just Joshin? Appreciate you, yo. Thank you guys for the compliments, man. For real. Appreciate you, Red Rock, man. Yo, that's one hell of a compliment. That dude's been popular for like 40 years. Or like 80. Or like 90 or something. It's like 180 years that dude's been popping. Yo, hey, what's up, little Cosmic? Hey, what's up, you guys? All right, so what time is it where you guys are at? For real, for real. What time is it where you guys are at? All right, you guys. If we reach another 10 in Super Chat, I will tell you guys the picture she sent me. If we reach another 20 in Super Chat, which will be the 40, then I'll show you guys what she sent me. And it's disgusting, but it's not, it doesn't break the terms of service. Like, you guys are gonna know what it meant that she sent me this picture. It was pretty much a meme. You know what I'm saying? If you guys can guess what meme she sent me, I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? But once we reach 20 more in Super Chat, I'll show you guys the meme she sent your boy. Oh my God. Yo, I appreciate the compliment. That guy's super duper rich. That's what's up. That's 550. That's cool. Not really, Donna Freeman. Shit, it's 1 a.m. in Sweden. That's what's up, Hugo. Yo. Hey, Hugo, have you ever been to the United States? Have you ever been to Vegas? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Hugo, also, what video did you watch? Like, I can only imagine the video that you watched of mine that made you, like, become a viewer, a subscriber, that made you enjoy my content. You know what I'm saying? What's you guys' first video? Yo, W's the chat to Hugo. He just sent another 25 directly through. That was more than 25. That was like 35 in Super Chat. W's the chat to Hugo's. Yo, we want to hear all that. Give me all the juicy details. I got you, Hugo. W's the chat to Hugo's. You are our highest super chatter of the stream thus far, Brody. W's in the chat. Hype train for Hugo's. Yo, that is what's up. That's what's up. Yo, that's awesome that you want to give us 25, Marcelo. Yo, just make sure to let me know what question you would like for me to answer when you send a 25 through. You know what I'm saying? If you guys have any questions that you guys want to ask your boy, you know what I'm saying? Make sure to send them through a super chat. Yo, Hugo, what song would you like to hear real quick? You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat, appreciate you, Mod Squad, yo. W's in the chat for the Mod Squad for keeping the chat safe. All right, so juicy details. Okay, this is the meme that she sent me. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the exact meme. This is what she sent me. Tell me what this means that this man's wife ran up to me. She had her husband out there farming man penis for her, black man's penis. Hey, go find me black dudes. And you go find me black dudes and I'll stay with you. She had him on the Diddy dating plan. She had him dating like Diddy. Hey, look, bring me other dudes and you pay for them. Because she was gonna make him pay. You pay for them. And I'll bone them and we stay together. You know what I'm saying? Yo, appreciate you, Mr. Doctor. You know what I'm saying? That guy's popular. Appreciate you for the compliment. Yeah. All right, so we are on Tenor, and this is the meme. This is the exact meme, guys. This is the meme. That's what she sent me. She sent it through chat. She sent it through the text. Oh, she wasn't playing. She wasn't joking, nigga. She wasn't playing, nigga. She was with the business. Oh God. Oh God. Yo. W's in the chat. W's in the chat to Hugo. Stahlhammer, bruh. The hammer, the Russian hammer. Appreciate you, Russian hammer. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bros. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat for Hugo, bruh. All right, so with that being said, my editor then walks over from the store. He walks up to the group, seeing me talk to people. He walks up. He's like, "Hey, BZ, what's going on?" I usher him over. Come on, no. Come look at this. Come take a look at this. He comes over and he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool." So then she keeps going on about it. She's like, "Yeah, so I'm dead serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we could go to your house and eat some food and blah, blah, blah." And yeah, I should have said yes, but it's really, really awkward boning a chick in front of her husband. I've never done it before, but like, you know what I mean? Like, that would be like 3 times more the asking price, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I need like 15 G's up front. Yo, W's in the chat to the man's King Shaggy Rogers. Yo, W's in the chat. Yo, the man's King Shaggy Rogers just hit us with a super chat request. You know what I'm saying? 50 directly through the super chat, which means that he is getting his name as tomorrow's horror game upload and or story time upload. All right, so we're about to put on his music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As long as it is shorter than 5 minutes in total for music. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, we do hook the Masked King Shaggy Rogers up with leniency since he is certified good people. Plus, make sure to go subscribe to his channel. All right, you guys. So, let me see. We're heading to the channel right now. W's in the chat to the Masked King Shaggy Rogers. You know what I'm saying? We got you coming up fresh, Brody. We got you coming up fresh. New blood. Yeah. That's what's up. All right, Joe. Yeah. All right, so you say King's Blood and the new short song. King's Blood. I got you, bro. King's Blood first. Yo, that's what's up. All right, you guys. So this is the Masked King Shaggy Rogers music. Make sure to go check him out. Make sure to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play it in the back while I tell a story, because that's how I do BHD story times. All the song requests that come through, you know what I'm saying? I play it over the background, like background music, and I tell stories over that mug. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Here we go. All right, Joe, with that being said, the story that I'm going to tell you guys today is the story of when I grabbed my crush's boobs, man. It was not on purpose, guys. Yo, it was not on purpose. So, with that being said, I was in junior high, you know what I'm saying? And I was hanging out in one of my classes. And in one of my classes, they had a fire drill. You know what I'm saying? Type of 1 in the chat if you guys remember fire drills. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys don't remember any fire drills. You know what I'm saying? So, they had a fire drill. You know what I'm saying? And out of nowhere, during the fire drill, like all the lights went off. Like, so it was a real situation. Like everything went off. So I'm just like, damn, how the hell do I fix this? You know what I'm saying? How do I like, you know, find my way around? So I got my hands in front of me and they're stretched out and I'm looking for people, trying to find a good wall or something to hang on to or something. And I find a surface, because that's what our teacher told us to do. Find a surface and you hold on to that, and that way you'll be more safe. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm holding on to the, I find the surface, soft surface, grab onto it, and right as I start to squeeze the surface I've grabbed, the lights come on. I'm standing face to face with my crush. I'm literally got my hands on her titties. And bro, I didn't know much about females back then. I didn't know. But bro, this female was hot. When I say this chick was bad, she would still be the baddest chick that I've dated. Still. Till this day. Let me see. Yeah. Still to this day, she'd be the baddest chick. So with that being said, I got a hold of her personality, both of them, and like, the first thing I'm thinking is I gotta pull my hands away, cause this is harassment. This is bad. This is not good. So I go to pull my hands away, and she grabs my wrists and pulls my hands in to squeeze harder. And like, I don't know about you guys, but the only thing scarier than my crush telling me no is my crush telling me yes. You know what I'm saying? Like when I have a crush on a girl and like I really like her and I've been trying to get with her and it don't work. But then out of nowhere, she finally say yes. So that freaks me all the way out, bro. Type of 1 in the chat if you have had anxiety being around a girl you had a crush on. Type of 2 in the chat if you've never had anxiety while being around a girl that you had crush on. To which case, you're winning. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that was King's Blood by the Masked King Shaggy Rogers. Make sure to go check him out. Make sure to subscribe to his YouTube family. You know what I'm saying? As he is part of our YouTube family. W's in the chat to the Masked King Shaggy Rogers, our highest single donator of the stream. You feel me? All right, Joe. So with that being said, we got one more song to check out for the Masked King Shaggy Rogers. W's in the chat to Chiha for super chatting €2 through, which is like $7 in American. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Huh? Yo, so you said, so it's cool to fail for the old hidden. I don't even know what the old hidden cookie jar tactic is. What is the old hidden cookie jar tactic, Chiha? Also, W's in the chat to Chiha for super chatting basically $7 through the super chat. All right, so we're checking out the other song by the Masked King Shaggy Rogers. It is his new short. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he is up to 19 subscribers and climbing because the Masked King Shaggy Rogers understands that the most important thing about growing a channel is releasing shorts. Look at this. So I want you guys to understand how smart the Masked King Shaggy Rogers is for releasing shorts. You know what I'm saying? So peep game. So he has 19 subscribers, right? He has 19 subscribers. Look at his shorts. 251 views, 500 views, 120, you know what I'm saying? 161, you know what I'm saying? 300, 135, aka your music is gaining a lot of popularity and is gaining a steady fan base, the Masked King Shaggy Rogers, aka no matter how you feel, keep making music and posting them as shorts. All right, long form stuff is not really, it's gonna, yeah. But if you post shorts, it will gain a fan base. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing what you're doing. You are on the right track. W's in the chat for the Masked King Shaggy Rogers. Because a lot of people, they're out here just posting a bunch of long stuff, trying to grow a fan base. You can only post long stuff once you've already built a fan base for it. You know what I'm saying? Shorts is how you gain traction or get new eyes on your stuff. Long form is how you get people to fall in love with your content by making them laugh or, making them laugh really hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep grinding the Masked King Shaggy Rogers. 19 subscribers and a 500 view video. 500 views in short, 250 views in shorts, 150 views in shorts, 270 views in shorts. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Yeah. Wife of Love has gained so many views that your channel can't even properly categorize it yet. So keep doing what you're doing, Master King Shaggy Rogers. For real, for real. You know what I mean? Yeah. I should post more, huh? You should, Don Giro. You know what I'm saying? You should post. Okay, so look. So I can literally teach you guys how to make shorts. Look, so if we reach the next 50 in super chat, the next 50 super chat milestone, I'll show you guys an AI program that will take any YouTube video and turn it into a short, add captions, make it comedic, add zoom ins, you know, all the turns and all of that, and it'll do it for literally like 7 cents per short. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, you have 700 subs? That's what's up. All right, so if you guys want me to teach you guys specifically how to grow a channel, you know what I'm saying, with no subs, up to a mil. You know what I'm saying? Highest I've got my channel, one of my channels up to is my first main channel, 200, it was like 2.8 million subscribers or whatever. So technically, I can show anyone how to get there. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So yo, type a 1 in the chat if you want me to teach you how to do YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty much no one teaches it. And if they do teach it, they pretty much kind of like they don't teach you the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Type a 2 in the chat if you guys just like the stories. You guys like to hear the crazy stories. So, with that being said, hey, that's what's up, Hoarder. W's in the chat, the Hoarder, who just did a whole line of meth. I mean, no, L's in the chat. L's in the chat for meth. Yeah, we can't condone meth, Hoarder. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, do you? Oh, here, let me check out your other channel. Do shorts, it will gain you lots of subs. Yo, W's in the chat to Hugo. Yo, all right, I got Navy work tomorrow, so I gotta go, but I'd like to listen to Cream by Wu-Tang. Indeed you shall. All right, so we're gonna check that mug out first, and then we gonna check out the next song that was super chatted to us by the Masked King Shaggy Rogers. You know what I'm saying? Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo! Why was this the first pick that came up? That's not the right type of cream. What are they doing to us? Well, you see what they're doing to us, chat? They're on that shit, chat. They're on the... Oh, the song is starting. There we go. All right, you guys. This is a super chat request from... He made 40 G's. He made 40 G's selling... What was he selling?
Same damn G.
Shit, he started robbing people. Oh my God. Yo, I didn't know they used to rob people, bro. Nigga. Oh. Yo.
Still struggling, survival got me bugging, but I'm alive on arrival. I'll be back to sing for the streets.
The reason why that's crazy to me is because I used to burgle as well. You know what I'm saying? Well, hypothetically used to burgle. Hypothetically used to run up into people's houses, but never with a weapon. You know what I'm saying? And I would do my due diligence to make sure that the house was empty. You know what I'm saying? And the one time that I ran into a house that wasn't empty, you know what I'm saying, there were people there. That's the last time I burgled houses. Last time. I quit after that. You know what I'm saying? You're rating songs for super chats. Yes, we rate songs for super chats. So for a 25 in super chat, I'll rate the song. For a 50 in super chat, I'll listen to the entire song. But if it's a 25, then I'll just listen to like some of it and then I'll rate it. But for a 50 in super chat, I'll listen to the entire song. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like living in the hood and the projects and all of that stuff, bro, it can be depressing or whatever. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's why I got into comedy. That's the thing that got me into comedy. You know what I'm saying? was like living in the hood, and instead of letting all the situations like hurt my feelings and make me cry and all this shit, I just laugh at that shit. Yo, did you see that guy just get chased down the street by the woman with the butcher's knife naked because she caught him with another woman, even though she ain't gave up the pootie wop in 7 years? Nigga, that shit. I saw that. That shit's funny. You know what I'm saying? And someone else would be like, "Oh my God, did you see that guy get chased by that girl with the knife?" Like I just never been that guy. W's in the chat to my super chatters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you guys are hilarious. Shit, I wish I went to private school. Shit, yeah, nigga. I would have so many more children than I already don't have. I would have a lot more children, man. I wish I went to a private school. Yo, did any of you guys go to private schools? You know, type of one in the chat if you went to a private school and you got to live in the suburbs. Type of 2 in the chat if you grew up in the slums, in the hood, which means you can cook a very, very well done fried bologna sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But
Help you maintain to learn to overcome the heartaches and pain. We got stick up kids, corrupt cops and crack rocks and stray shots. All of the block stays hot. While I be living proof, get the truth to the young black youth. I don't know, K4L. I
don't trust that you from the hood, man. I don't really know you like that. You could be one of these Carlton looking ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, we can't even say you played a role because we ain't even heard you talk. You know what I'm saying? So like, we gonna say you from the suburbs, nigga. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So what suburbs you from, K4L? I still remember my favorite party, bro. After I play this song, I'm gonna tell you guys the funnest party I ever went to, and I'm gonna play the music. Oh my God, bro. But BHD Army, we had to sneak in this party. We weren't popular enough to be invited. You know what I'm saying? See, being from the hood, you know all about a shoe store called Payless. You feel me? The shoes are $17.99, and when you go to school, be ready because people are gonna have all the jokes. My shoes was always talking. My clothes would have rips in it. I would out of the 365 days a year, I would have maybe 2 weeks where I got treated like I was like the most awesome dude in the world because 2 weeks out of the year I had because like 2 times a month I was able to wear the same gear because I only had one good outfit. So 2 times a month I could wear the gear, and if I wore it more than 2 times a month, niggas, like I made the mistake of going to school the next day wearing a piece of gear with other color clothing, and niggas call me out on it. Like, yo, you wearing the same shit you wore yesterday. You're broke. And I'm like, nigga, I'm 12. Of course I'm broke. What do you mean? Nigga. Oh. Yo. Oh, K4L. Don't tell me you're hood feminine. You know what I'm saying? He's feminine. Hey, be careful, K4L. They say dudes like you don't make it out, nigga. Hey, look, it's a good thing you're not really from the hood. It's a good thing you're lying about all that. Because if you were in the hood, you'd probably be finished off already. If you're a feminine man living in the hood, you die by the age of 19. Because hoes convince you to go and fight for their honor against their boyfriends. And the feminine dudes like K4L, they listen. Man, this girl just told me that her boyfriend called her a bitch. I'm gonna go fight him. I'm gonna go fight this nigga's house. Get shot. K4L's goofy ass.
Yo, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar
I went to
bill,
Harvard, dude. I had both my parents. Exactly. You are Carlton. We called it. Call me now for your bumperclad free reading, niggas. Who's the father of the baby, nigga? Bro, I'm so good at this. I knew it. Oh, that's what's up, bro. Dude, Harvard sounds like a vibe, man. Tell me about the women from Harvard, bro. What were the women like? They were like nice and loving and, type of one K4L from the K4L Carlton. You know what I'm saying? Love how his name is K4L Thuggin. Nigga. You ain't got a lie to kick it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I lived in the suburbs. I got to move from the hood to the suburbs, so I love the suburbs. Shit, I love the suburbs way more than the hood. People are way more motivational in the suburbs. In the hood, there's no motivation for anything except for crime and butt cheeks, which is good. But in the suburbs, people motivate you to go and do awesome things and build companies and, you know what I mean? Like have great times with people. You know what I'm saying? It was a great time. Yeah. So, guys, we just now learned firsthand what projection is. Is if someone walks up to you and says, hey, you're not that, usually 9 times out of 10, they're trying to overcompensate for the fact that they're not that. You know what I'm saying? So don't let nobody push their goofy shit off onto you and then tell you there's something wrong with you when in all actuality, they're projecting their own goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? You not from the hood. You right. I'm from Harvard. I'm from Harvard, guys. I'm from the side. It's actually me. I was, like in Among Us, the imposter, it was me, guys. I was saying it was him. It's me. It's me. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? The hood I'm from is foster care out this motherfucker, which coincidentally enough puts you in a lot of different hoods. You know what I'm saying? So I went to so many different hoods when I was younger that I never really tried to claim. I never grew up to claim any of them. I don't believe in gangbanging. It's not smart. It's actually pretty dumb. I'm not doing any of that. You know what I'm saying? Look, when I was younger, I would just, yo, Hugo! W's in the chat for Hugo! Yo, all right, I'll see you around, Blast. Yo, see you next stream, bro. Yo, that's awesome. I'll see you around next time, Brody. Much love. Next stream, I would want is Leaving the Past by Immortal Technique. You know what I'm saying? Just in the queue. Yo, for this 25, bro, just because of how generous you've been, bro, how awesome of a person you are, bro. Love your energy. We'll play that mug right now. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat. Yo, Hugo, let me know if you want to hear it now or if you want to hear it next stream. Because I know you got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? But you do bang. I do not bang anything. I bang. I have female friends. Thus, that's the only type of banging that I do. And even then, I can't mention the colors. Can't tell you guys about the colors. But other than that, I don't really do gang stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't do gang activities. I'm not, if I want to go do crime, I'll do it by myself. That's the way I used to do it when I was younger. Whenever I would go and burgle a house or break into somewhere or go and hunt a nigga down and put feet on him, I would always do it by myself. You know what I'm saying? Having people around when you do crime is more of a liability than you know. You know what I'm saying? And for that, we retort back to the homie, W's in the chat. W's in the chat, Brody. To Hugo's. That's what's up, Hugo's. Oh, K4L is mad that no one respects his fake gangster. Oh, Oh, maybe you should have just came in and been a fun and good, loving person like everyone else. Instead of trying to act like you're better than people for credentials you don't even fucking have, nigga. You ain't like, you know what I'm saying? You a good, you know what I'm saying? You know, you lucky Hugo here. All right, because otherwise we get at you. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do that. We gonna be good in front of Hugo. We ain't. All right, Joe. Yeah. But play Shaggy Rogers' song first. I got you, Brody. All right, cool. Man, Shaggy Rogers, we got you back coming up fresh, you know what I'm saying? Yo, so with that being said, I'm gonna tell you guys some of the stories of me being in the suburbs and how much better it is than the hood. You know what I'm saying? The suburbs is way fucking better. You know what I'm saying? I would even have to say that anybody who's out here glorifying the hood, like it's a good thing, is trying to set you up to be robbed. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Take it from someone who grew up there and seen people get messed up and jumped and hurt. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys a story of one of my homeboys. Well, I didn't know this guy. He's not a homeboy of mine, but I watched this white kid who looked just like Steve Urkel get the shit kicked out of him, get jumped, get beaten, just. And the only reason why he got beaten was only because he wasn't from there. They asked him, hey, yo, where you from? And he didn't have a good answer. 17 of my niggas went and jumped the shit out of homie. Beat the dog piss out of him. We were playing basketball. It seemed like they were bored. I'm just like, bro, what are we doing, nigga? You know what I mean? I ain't going back to jail beating up a dude that ain't even done nothing to deserve to get beaten up. So I run over there. I rip all my homies off a dude. I rip everybody off a homie. You know what I'm saying? And I like have the white dudes back. Because number one, I'm not going back to jail. You know what I'm saying? Not for that shit. You know what I mean? Number two, I sympathize with this nerdy looking nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up playing video games too. Video games kept me out the streets. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to watch somebody that likes the stuff that I like just get beat up for no reason. So I rip all the homies off of them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And let's see. And the new short, Mastering Imagination. Got you. You know what I'm saying? So I go over there, I rip everybody off of homie. You know what I'm saying? And when I rip everybody up off of them, you know what I mean? W's in the chat to Hugo. When I rip everybody up off of homie, you know what I'm saying? They all start getting mad at me and stuff. Like they gon', you know what I mean? Like they want to beat me up. I'm like, look, you know what I'm saying? Like this ain't cool. I get it. We in the projects. We's niggas. But damn, nigga, like, yo, I ain't going back to jail, bro. I ain't about to have to chill with a whole bunch of lady dudes just because you niggas want to beat up a dude who ain't even got money or nothing on him. This is goofy. And I was willing to fight my homies in order for them to not do goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Not around me. So, yo, W's in the chat for Hugo. He's got 6,000 XP points. W's in the chat for the last King Shaggy Rogers. That's 2,600 points. Yeah, I mean, W's in the chat to Cud Laddie, who's got 1,700. Alan Spider has 1,450. All right, so with that being said, you know what I'm saying? You know, I tell the dude, while I'm giving my homeboys this speech to get, you know, like, my dudes from beating this dude up, while I'm giving them the speech, I shit you not, the white dude that I just got done risking my life, because all of these dudes know where I live. I just risked my life protecting him, you know what I'm saying? And, like, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I shit you not, he takes off his glasses and he steps forward. Who's paying for my glasses? Who's paying for my glasses, guys? These glasses are expensive. Which one of you is paying for my glasses? So I turn around when he does this, and I'm like, I turned around and looked at him like Kanye West, like the dude, what's that guy's name? Like Michael Myers looked at Kanye West when he said, Trump doesn't like black people. Bro, I looked at him like that. I'm like, motherfucker, like, nigga. So I ain't got nothing. Look, bro, I have no problem protecting a nerdy person I don't know, right? I love World of Warcraft. I ain't about to sit back and let somebody that can't defend themselves get jumped and beat up. You feel me? Regardless of who they are. You feel me? It's a habit. Can't help it. I know. I be Captain Save-A-Hoe. But with that being said, there's nothing worse than saving a stupid person. You pull him out the fire, and this nigga goes crawling back in. Like, no, I can do it myself. Yeah, I don't need you. Like nigga. So I yoked this goofy up by the scruff of his collar and shit, and I'm like, what? You mean to tell me I just risked my ass protecting you from my niggas? And you gonna go against that by talking more shit? And he's like, no, look, somebody's gotta pay for my guy. So I take him, I throw him in the right direction. Like, go that way. You know what I'm saying? And I even walk him all the way up the block just in case any of my homeboys is still gonna come fuck him up. So I walk this dude 2 blocks down. I bid him a door and tell him, look, man, you know what I mean? Happy life, happy. Get the hell out of here, man. So he leaves, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I go back to my homies. I'm expecting them to jump me and beat me the hell up. You know what I'm saying? So tell me why I'm talking to them. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even whoop my ass. Like, I think they were like happy the fact that I stopped them from going to jail for some goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Because technically one dude started it. His name was Benny. And Benny he looked like Rich Boy. And he was a really bad gangbanger. Hey, what's up, CU? What it is, homie? What's up? Yo, when we chilling again? Yo, we definitely got to chill again. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I like that you came to the live. It's good to see you. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. All right, yo. So now we're checking out the last song that Hugo sent us, and it was Immortal Technique. I've never heard this song before. You guys are putting me on the new music. I've never heard this song before. Yo, if we reach another 20 in Super Chat, I'll nunchuck to you guys' Super Chat requests. All right, so let's see. Immortal Technique and yeah. Leaving the Past. I have never heard this song before. Let's see. All right, so remember, for a 20 in Super Chat, we rate the song. For a 50 in Super Chat, we listen to the whole thing.
But people don't believe it. I guess it's hard to stomach the truth like a bulimic. It's a dirty game and nobody is willing to clean it. But this is for the paraplegic people dreaming and running. Ladies.
Okay, yeah, I might have to start this from the beginning. This is a good song. Never heard it before. Yeah. Yep, I'm in Vegas. What it is, guys? What's up? Hey, what's up, Zanu? All right, guys, what time is it where you guys are at? Yo, you're gonna go make a new song. Hey, release that mug on shorts, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real, even if you want to release it as a regular video, release it on shorts first. You feel me?
I guess it's hard to stomach the truth like a bulimic. It's a dirty game and nobody is willing to clean it. But this is for the paraplegic people dreaming and running.
Once we reach the next Super Chat milestone, I'll tell you guys the story. Type of 1, if you guys want to hear the story of...
Scared to talk shit in person because they stuck in a shell and couldn't understand the pain of
okay,
being stuck in...
I owe you guys a story time. I owe you guys the story of when... I owe you guys a story of when my ex-girlfriend set me up to be murdered. So I got you guys coming up fresh after this song. Well, matter of fact, I'll tell you guys during the song. All right, so this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? I was dating this one chick, you know what I'm saying? Not gonna say her name. You feel me? Now, baby girl, she, when I started dating her, everything was copacetic, right? Now, mind you, I had already started dating her, like, 8 years prior to that. We were already dated for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So we got back together after I was doing YouTube, and, you know, we started watching Netflix or watching Amazon and whatnot. So while we're watching Netflix, Amazon, hey, what's up, Louis? Yo, what's up? Hey, what's up, Copeland? Yo, the Mass King Shaggy Rogers. The king is out. See you later, the king. Mass King Shaggy Rogers. He the homie for real, for real. Yeah. What's my favorite ice cream, Robert? My favorite ice cream, Robert, is cookie and cream. Cookies and cream. Delectable. God damn delectable. Yeah. Chill. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? We end up so me and the girl start dating, we start messing around. About a year into us messing around, she introduces me to this dude that she says was just her friend, but he looked just like one of her children. You know what I'm saying? Couple one in the chat if that was more than likely her baby's father. Couple two in the chat if no, they were just friends who hung out in person at her house sometimes. They weren't doing snoo. Every program and newscast, all of them white. It's like apartheid with 10% ruling. But yeah, so she introduces me to this dude. He comes over to the crib. When he comes over, he brings his gun, right? So he shows me his gun one time. When he brings it, he shows me his gun. And then he asks me to let him drive my car. I tell him, fuck no. You didn't drive my car, nigga. And he's like, what? Come on, man. You know, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm just now realizing a little bit later that he was trying to threaten me to have for him to drive my car by showing me his pistol before. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, bro, like, I don't, like, you know, like, so, dude, he has the nerve after he shows me the gun and then asks to drive my car, and I tell him no. This goofball has the nerve to freaking, you know, he starts like popping up randomly and trying to like find a reason to argue with me. And I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna argue with no dude over, you know, like goofy shit. He's trying to argue with me. So the dude said he was a drug dealer. He said he sold drugs, but once he made a bunch of money from selling drugs, he said he made $30K and then blew it all on a vacation. Which is why he can't sell drugs no more. And now he's living with his wife. You know, mind you, dude already has a wife and whatnot. Yeah. Alright, so you guys, type of one in the chat if you gues can hear all the audio. Type of two in the chat if you can't hear none of the audio. If the audio just ain't working. W's in the chat, man. Yeah. That's what's up. Yo, all right, so hold on, guys. Give me a second. Let me see. Yo, definitely can fist bump to that, Robert Causey. You know what I'm saying? Yo, all the fist bumps go out to Hugo. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Brody. W's in the chat to Hugo. W's in the chat to Chiha. You know what I mean? For real, for real. W's in the chat to Last King Shaggy Rogers. All right, you guys. So our highest super chatter, you know what I'm saying, either through single super chatter or combined super chatter, our number one, the person that gets the most XP points in our lives is type of one in the chat if you want to have your name in the title of the next video. You know what I'm saying? Once, if you reach number one in XP points, so you're the number one viewer in this live, type of two in the chat if you guys want to pick one of the games that I play, one of the scary games that I play, if you were the highest super chatter for the stream. You know what I'm saying? Spring break titties for real. For real, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hey, so what time is it where you guys are at? You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. I like to keep a bead on you guys' time zones. Yeah. Yes, man. Yo, I sip. With that being said, you guys, yeah. So let's see what video the king is out. All right, you guys. So type of one in the chat if you guys want to hear. Ooh, no, I'm already telling you guys this story. So the guy in question, yeah, I'm saying, so one day I'm over at this girl's house. You know what I'm saying? Once we reach 20 in Super Chat, I'll tell you guys her name. You know what I'm saying? Because she's in a lot of my other stories. And you guys will recognize her immediately. But we're over at this girl's house. You know what I'm saying? And at this point in time, baby girl, she, that makes a lot of sense. So at this point in time, baby girl, she says to me, she's like, yo, you know, we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, what's up? Like, we talk. And she's like, yo, you know, so where are we going? You know what I'm saying? Where is this relationship going? And I tell her, I'm like, I don't understand what you mean. Like, we're not, yeah, I'm saying I'm not really planning on marrying this girl because the first time I dated her 8 years ago, she cheated on me. And now I'm dating her 8 years in the future, and she's got some side dudes or some side boyfriends. And that she's tried convincing me that they're just her friends. But I'm already hip. I'm not falling for the goofy shit no more. So, you know what I mean? She's like, oh, no, I'm not talking to anyone else. You know what I mean? It's only you. And I'm like, that's why that gangbanger dude shows up every other day to hang out. And I come over here and he's here. It's because he's just your friend. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I understand that this is obviously goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not falling for it. So I tell baby girl, I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I'm just not, I'm not really doing all that right now. You know what I mean? So a week goes by. She calls me, like a week goes by, she calls me to come over. I go over there. While I'm over there, she gets a phone call, or she calls the other dude that the kid looks just like. You know what I'm saying? And when she gets the call from the dude, she puts him on speaker. Now, she puts this dude on speaker, and I shit you not. He says to me, he's like, yo, you've been over there a whole bunch, cuz. You know what I'm saying? You've been over at my house you've been over at her house a whole bunch. And I'm like, yeah, I've been over here. She's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you over there right now. And I'm like, yeah, I'm over here. And he's like, you know what? I don't like that you've been over there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You better make an honest woman out of her. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? And he's like, yo, you know what I mean? Hey, W's in the chat to the mod squad. Appreciate you guys for keeping the chat clean, man. Appreciate you. Man. For real, for real. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I tell dude, I'm like, yo, I don't get it. Like, what's going on? And he's like, you know what? You better marry her, cuz. I mean, you better marry her. You got to marry her if you're going to keep hanging out over there. And I was like, why would I do that? Why would I marry her? What do I get? What do I get for that? And both of them went super quiet. I'm talking dead quiet, as to where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's grossly apparent that this was not, the type of conversation they were expecting to have. So let's see. So I'm like, so then the dude is like, yo, so, nah, man, like, you got to make an honest woman out of her, cuz. And I'm like, why would I do that? Like, what do you mean? And he's like, what? Oh, yeah? Well, what you gonna do if I come over there then, cuz? And I was like, not be here? Duh. And he just started laughing. He started busting out laughing. You know what I'm saying? Yup. If you can make a guy laugh, then he usually won't kill you. You know what I'm saying? That's for real, for real. Hey, so if you guys have any questions or anything you guys really, really want to say to your boy, you know what I'm saying? Make sure to super chat that mug through. You know what I'm saying? That way I'll see the question and I'll see it all. You feel me? But yo, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wind down. We're going to go ahead and wind down the stream. You know what I'm saying? So yo, we're about to roll out in about 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys have any questions you guys want to tell me, make sure to tell me now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Any big questions you guys have, super chat them through. That way I see the mugs. You know what I'm saying? And as always, our highest super chatter, they get their name in tomorrow's video title. Yeah. Right now, it's looking like the Masked King Shaggy Rogers. Yo, so where are you guys from? You know what I'm saying? If you mind my asking. Where are you guys from? And What got you guys in watching YouTube? Good? Hey, what's up, Bach? Yo, Ulti Big Man. Good night. Hey, Hugo. Hey, so let me see. So you have super chatted like a lot tonight. With that being said, Hugo, would you like your name in tomorrow's video, the title of tomorrow's video? Or would you like to choose what story we talk about for tomorrow? Ones and twos. Ones and twos, Hugo. Ones and twos. Yeah, crazy title. That's real shit. I accidentally went on a date with a dude. Was not on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Yo, W's in the chat to Hugo. You know what I'm saying? He is our #1 viewer. Yeah, he has 6,000 XP points just for today, bro. Yo, W's in the chat to Chiha, who's got 200 XP. W's in the chat to Don Giro, who's got 600 XP. W's in the chat to Alan, who's got 1,400 XP. W's in the chat to Cud Laddie, who's got 1,400, who's got 1,700 XP. W's in the chat to Mass, King Shaggy Rogers, who's got 2,600 XP. W's in the chat to Hugo, who's got 6,000 XP points. W's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo. All right, so type of 1 in the chat if you guys want me to turn this into a BHD Storytime subathon. You know what I'm saying? Type of 2 in the chat if you guys don't want to make this Storytime subathon. To which case, you know what I'm saying, if we reach 10 subs and or 50 in super chat, as long as we reach the subathon goal per hour, we stay. And I tell you guys more stories of times where dudes have hit on me, and I got another story. Yo, I'll take the name of the video. Your stories are the best. So you do your thing there. No problem at all, Hugo. Got you coming up fresh, Brody. All right, y'all. So you guys want this to be a subathon? All right, cool. I'm with that. All right, so if we reach 50 in super chat before 15 minutes is up, you know what I'm saying? We gonna stay for a whole nother hour and tell you guys crazy stories about dudes hitting on me. The first one being, let's see. Now, once we reach 50 in super chat, I'm gonna tell you guys a super duper crazy story. I'm gonna tell you guys the story of the guy who grabbed my gooch at the skating rink, and I hit that nigga. I had to hit him, chat. I had to hit him. Type of 2 in the chat if I should tell you guys. Type of 1 in the chat if you guys want to hear that story once we reach the next 50 in super chat. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys want to hear the story of the guy who tried to charge me butt cheeks to give me my own music, who stole all of my first album and then tried to hold it hostage. He tried to hold my masters hostage for some cheeks. My cheeks. You know, so instead I had to threaten his entire family. You know, we had to threaten his whole family in order to for him to understand not to do that. You know what I'm saying? But yo, with that being said, 1 in the chat if you guys want to hear the story of the dude who grabbed my gooch at the skating rink. 2 in the chat if you guys want to hear the story of the dude who tried to hold my entire first album hostage for some cheeks, and how I had to threaten his family and his kids in order to get it. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Tahoe, you are funny. That is a funny one-liner, bro. I don't know how. That is hilarious, Mr. Tahoe. Utterly hilarious, bros. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. That's what's up. Yeah. Got your cheeks clapped and only got a check mark. You know what I'm saying? That is rough. For real. Yo, so where are you guys from? Hey, what's up, Mary? All right, so you guys are looking like you guys want to hear the first one. The guy who grabbed my gooch and got beat the hell up. All right, so we got 11 minutes to reach the 50 in super chat and or the 10 memberships. You know what I'm saying? If we do, I will stay. Oh, W's in the chat to Hugo. It's 1:47. I need to sleep earlier. Good night. Hey, good night, Hugo. That's awesome that you sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome that you like to sleep earlier. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. I'll see you in the next video, bro. Stay up. Stay up, Hugo. W's in the chat to Hugo. You know what I'm saying? Hope you have a great sleep and good dreams. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you're in Lake Tahoe. Is that in Vegas? You know what I'm saying? That sounds familiar. You know what I'm saying? You've been subscribed for a while. I also have nunchuck skills. Hey, that's awesome that you've been subscribed for a while, Brody. Yo, I really like that you have nunchuck skills. For real, for real. Yo, all right, you guys. Once we reach 48 more in super chat, you know what I'm saying? We will be immediately going into the crazy next story time of how the dude grabbed my gooch and got himself assaulted because of it. He got beat the hell up. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I was at the I don't even know if I can tell this story. This story is terrible. That's cool that I'm close to Lake Tahoe. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Yo, all right, you guys, what time is it where you guys are at? Yo, Morgani, shout out to Norwalk, CA. You know what I'm saying? I just put out a new song called Sins and Sex and Love. Yo, that's awesome, the Mass King Shaggy Rogers. If we reach the next 48 in the super chat, we will be adding another hour to our BHD Storytime Subathon. You know what I'm saying? We got 9 more minutes to reach 48 more in super chat. You know what I'm saying? And we will continue the live. If not, you know what I'm saying, then I shall bid you adieu. And I had a great time, and you guys are an awesome, awesome audience. Yo, make sure to go join the Mass King Shaggy Rogers Army. For real, for real. So, let's see. I'm thinking of another time where I got harassed. Oh, yeah, okay. I have another time where I got harassed by a dude. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Yo. Hope everything is going well for you as well, too, the new young. All right, so with that being said, I went to, with that being said, I was going to the skating rink, right? I was at the skating rink, and I'm walking in, and they had this really, really buff security guard. And all the security guards at this skating rink, and I'm not going to tell you the skating rink, because I go to this place all the time, okay? But if we reach a 30 in super chat before I roll, then I will tell you guys the name of the skating rink, aka another 28 more in super chat, because Hugo just sent 2 before he left. So with that being said, I go to the skating rink. I'm waiting in line to get patted down, because whenever you go to this skating rink, since it's in the hood, you got to get patted down. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm getting ready to get patted down. You know, I give them all my stuff, my phones and whatnot, and I walk. I've been great, bro. Thank you for the compliment, Poop. You know what I'm saying? So I walk through the line or whatever, and as I'm walking through the line, the dude with the AK-47 and the metal detector wand, I feel a hand grab my butt. I turn around to see it's this piece of shit ass security guard with the fucking AK-47 in his hand. I've never felt more embarrassed or more like throwing up in my life. So chat, what I wanted to hit this nigga, but I'm like, he's got an AK-47 on him. If I lose this fight, I'm getting shot. If I win this fight, I'm getting shot. So I decided, I was like, yeah. Ugh. Yo. So for 20 in super chat, I'll tell you the guy's name. A 3 in super chat, and I'll tell you where he works. AKA where this happened at. Can I use those nunchucks? For a 10 in super chat, I'll use them. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's what's up, So King. Hey, appreciate you, Brody. All right, so that's that story. You know what I'm saying? I had to run from that, dude. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, we got 5 more minutes to reach 48 more in super chat. You know what I'm saying? In order to transform this stream into a BHD story time marathon. Yo! Yep. Oh my God. If it isn't this person. Hey, how old am I? I'll be 99 in October. You know what I mean? You should come to the birthday party. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fire. Hey guys, so not to be weird, but there's a chick in chat there's a person in this chat who just came in, who is literally the person that imploded my entire Discord. The whole thing. Now, I'll tell you her name. I'll say her name. She's in the chat. I will not confirm. If we reach 50 in super chat, another 48 in super chat, thus keeping us here, I'll tell you guys the story of what she did and everything she did, bro. She basically tried to get us all sent to jail for goofy shit. And then her friend freaking tried to make up a story. Oh, BHD is trying to date my sister. We just don't have any proof. But we're telling you there's proof. Literally. Hilarious. Why are capping? Hey, Thomas Michael. So you say the story that I'm about to tell you guys is cap? Is that what you're saying, Thomas Michael? Because if you're saying that, my mods should just ban you now. That way you don't have to hear the cap. Hey, what's up, Hardstyle? Hey, Thomas Michael, you have 25 seconds to respond, or I will be letting my mods know to ban you. That way you don't have to hear the cap. Got you coming up fresh, Michael. We're here for you. Well, you got 5 more seconds. Understandable. Hey, Hardstyle, bruh. So the girl that made my whole entire Discord. Hey, Hardstyle, were you in my Discord before my current one? The one that got filled up with lies and allegations, and then it pretty much got imploded. Like this chick stole all the perms from everybody, and then went and like lied. And then when her lies started backfiring because people started finding out the truth, she literally You know what I mean? She's here. You know what I'm saying? If we reach 48 more in Super Chat within the next 2 minutes, I'll tell you guys her name. For real, for real. Ew. Hey, yo, look. So, yeah, I get it. You're mad. You know what I mean? Chick who did that to the last Discord that's in the comment section. So, yeah, you're just mad because you paid me $1,500 to look at your nudes. Yeah. And just to keep it real with you, chick in the chat, that I haven't said her name only because we ain't reached the Super Chat milestone of 48 more in Super Chat. Your nudes, you look like a bunch of pudding stuck in a really small Ziploc bag, baby girl. You should hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you needed to pay me that $1,500 to look at your nudes. Because you know what you look like. Yeah. Oh, what, you mad? Oh, you mad now? You mad? Ah, this bitch mad. Oh, what you mad, man? Hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ask me, I'd say I didn't get paid enough. You know what I'm saying? Bitch built like Big Bird. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Snuffle up against built bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know who you is in the chat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Peter Griffin from Family Guy built bitch. You know what I'm saying? Gonna get mad when I don't want to long distance date you and shit. Oh man. Oh man. And you still see me as your father. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, there's a chick in the chat, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we just reached the hour. You know what I'm saying? Man, this chick is really in here. Hilarious. Bruh. Baby girl, mad. Yeah, she's built like Big Bird. She's built like that one Pokemon, Snorlax. You know what I'm saying? Just shorter. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So she then went and told her female friend, and then her female friend, who was a mod, came and tried to get at me. And then she got mad when I wouldn't smash, you know what I mean? Because she didn't come at me right. I don't want no masculine bitches. You there? Ladies, masculine women are not a flex. Masculinity in women is not sexy to men. It's not. It just makes the chick less attractive. And if you look anything like the chick that's in the chat, you know what I'm saying? The one that got mad on Discord, sent a friend over, and then started trying to make lies up about me, then, you know what I'm saying? If you're anything like that chick, you're just going to have to end up paying $1,500 just for someone to look at it. $1,500. But yeah, baby girl is so mad on you. She's just mad in general because, like, you know, I mean, she started trying to lie on me because I didn't want to date her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, nigga. It's been like, if you wanted me to date you, it'd have been like 15 G's if you wanted to be long distance. You know what I'm saying? I don't date long distance chicks, you know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, I'll see you guys later. You know what I'm saying? You guys stay up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, look on the bright side, girl who's mad. You're as beautiful as Lizzo. You're as pretty as Lizzo. Oh, don't be too mad. You know what I mean? You're just mad because you have to pay. But if it makes you feel any better, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know why. All right, man. See y'all later, yo. I got you. Hey, thank you for the compliment, bro. That dude is super duper popular. Appreciate you for the compliment, Mudahillinen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, stay up.